Guthrie Bluejay football is brought to you by Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. North Church Guthrie, you matter. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Senator Chuck Hall, taking care of the people's business. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. S&T Oilfield Services, Joshua 2415. Integrity Heat and Air, we work with integrity. Strive Wellness Lounge, health therapy. Companion Healthcare, home health. Guthrie Bluejay football is also brought to you by Interbank, A-Team Overhead Door, Red River Roofing, Guthrie Tag Agency, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic I-35 and Highway 33, Mosquito and Pest Authority, Reese Appliance Repair, Exxon, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma.
Welcome to Guthrie Football. The following is a production of Guthrie Football, spanning across the Blue Jay Network.
Throws it up for Dante Foster in a triple coverage. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Now, let's go live to the stadium with the voice of the Blue Jays, Chris Evans, and tonight's Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Hello and welcome to Jelsma Stadium, home of the Guthrie Bluejays for Friday Night Lights. Glad you're with us here on this Friday night on Guthrie News Page, along with Justin Siebold, Wager Silvas, Lance Evans, Connor Phillips, or Ronnie Phillips, Sean Silvas, the coach Scott Mick, Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans. We get set for the Reno Indians and the Guthrie Bluejays. Welcome inside the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. It is a 4-1 Blue Jays taking on the 1-4 Reno Indians. Game number 3 in district play. Blue Jays are perfect 2-0. Noble, with that tough schedule, looks for their first district win. More on that here in just a little bit. It is good to be back inside Jelsma Stadium. Phil Nichols, after a nice road victory last week in Noble.
Yeah, it's good to be back home. Always good to be at the Rock. Field looks tremendous. Good things happen at the Rock, Chris. Usually this time of year in the Rock usually means a W. Yep.
And, Coach, there's 2 guaranteed games left here in the regular season. Hopefully we can get a third one and maybe a fourth one with 2 playoff games in the postseason. But always you don't want to look at it like there's only a handful of games left at home because it's such a fun place to be at.
No, this is a great place to play high school football. Probably the best in the state. I don't know any place else that's better, which I haven't coached anywhere else. But anytime you can get a chance to extend your season in the Rock, you want to take advantage of that. It does have its home field advantage, and it's a tough place if you're a visiting school to come in and win a football game.
We'll get into the details with Guthrie and Noble's schedule, but Guthrie is rolling right now, 4 wins in a row. I think Noble's lost 4 in a row. How do you keep the kids' attention during the practice week? Because they know Noble's 0-2 and they lost 4 and you're running good. How do you keep their mindset in practice?
Oh, it's about you. These type of games you want to go in and you want to make sure that you're getting better, just a little bit better every day. And that's the goal. And I'll tell you this, Reno's tailback's good enough that if you don't pay attention to him, he'll hurt you. So I guarantee you they've seen him break a couple of runs against some quality opponents and went, hey now, and I'm sure he's got their attention. So, and anytime, I just think about years past, anytime you play El Reno, their kids treat Guthrie as a rival. I don't know that our kids treat them as a rival, but they play this game the way our kids – they play up in this game the way our kids usually play up against Carl Albert. Mm-hmm. So it's one of those games that you got to pay attention and take care of your business.
And Phil, Guthrie has been heavy favorites against some teams this year and have come out and done well, both offensively, defensively, and special teams. Hopefully that trend continues tonight.
Yeah, I tell you, the last 3 weeks, all 3 phases of the game have been outstanding. Last week, a lot of penalties. We have a big conversation about those, but overall, all 3 phases of the game have been clean, have been crisp, have really been effective. And I know the coaching staff set aside those penalties, we're happy, very happy with the last 3 weeks' development like Coach was talking.
We got a lot to go here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Sean Silvas will join us here after this timeout. He'll have the Mercy Health Report. We'll also take a look at some game time temperatures. Beautiful weather here in the month of October. It is Pink Week here tonight as well. The softball team is headed to the state tournament next week in Oklahoma City. We'll talk about that. They'll be highlighted tonight in front of the home crowd as well. We'll share that with you as well. So we got a great pregame show set for you as we get set for Indians and Blue Jays here in Week 6 of the high school football season. Opening timeout, this is the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years. I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
At Mosquito Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays!
Tina and Stefan and the entire staff, they are who you see them be. I mean, they're genuine people. They care about people. They've spent their entire lives in healthcare.
I can honestly say I'm 65 years old, and I'm probably in the best health I've been in my whole life, to be honest with you. And it's thanks to Stefan and his staff here, because everything they've done for me is just worked tremendously.
I just highly recommend Strive to anybody who's wanting to see a real improvement in their overall health, to be quite frank, their quality of life.
Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show from Jelsma Stadium here on GNP TV. Appreciate you spending your Friday night with us as we get set for El Reno and Guthrie. Beautiful night here in Guthrie, Oklahoma. And with that, let's bring our team member down on the field with Sean Silva. Sean, happy Friday to you, and beautiful weather tonight.
Yeah, happy Friday. It is beautiful weather down here, 83 degrees. I do believe it's a little muggier than it was last week, but it's definitely good weather for football.
No doubt. I guess we got a little bit of cold front coming in, a little bit to get us into the 70s. We had that earlier this week, what I call fake fall, but it is a beautiful night for football.
I am ready for that fall weather. Yeah, there's if we get a shot at those flags over there, there's literally no wind on the field at all. So no breeze. These boys will start sweating. They're going to sweat all night. Yeah,
we'll get to Sean here in a little bit. Come back to Sean here in a little bit. Here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show as we take a look at some of the game notes coming into tonight's contest. And we'll first look at the Guthrie El Reno. El Reno's dropped their last 4 games by a score of 29-156. Now, they have played an outstanding schedule, but after tonight, it gets a little bit more favorable with, teams like John Marshall, Western Heights, and Noble. So it's very important, I think, for these El Reno teams to weather the storm and then have a chance to win your final 4 games of the year. But Coach Cook in his 4th season for El Reno, Coach.
Yeah, they've played the kind of murderer's row with Carl Albert Altus in the district, and so they're Guthrie again tonight, and try to win enough games at the end of the schedule to get in that 4th spot and go see what happens in the playoffs. Coach Cook's a good football coach. He'll figure it out.
Absolutely, in this 4th season. Meanwhile, Phil, Guthrie, we talked about them in their last 4 games, outscoring their opponents 213-45. And last week we were trying to decide who's the player of the game. Zane Thomas, Elijah Smith. It could have gone to a couple of offensive linemen as well. Defense has played well, so really clicking all cylinders right now.
Yeah, offensively it's been really fun to watch. You know, I feel like we're becoming a really balanced team. I mean, we throw the ball. Scotty made a great point, Coach, a few weeks ago, and he said you have more success when you throw the ball when you want to and not when you have to. And I think that's really stuck with me as we watch this team. When they're doing that, when they're throwing the ball when they want to, boy, we have a lot of success. And so it's been good to watch these kids develop over the last 3 weeks.
Guthrie on a 4-game winning streak, trying to get to number 5, and that would be number 6 straight seasons of at least 5-game winning streak. That's a pretty cool number there. And Coach Kelly currently with 89 victories in Guthrie. He had 16 victories over at Chisholm before making his way to Guthrie back in 2004 as defensive coordinator. Got the head job in 2014. Those are your game notes here inside Jelsma Stadium. Take a timeout. We'll come back. We got Sean Sillis with the Mercy Health Report. We'll also take a look at the series history between these 2 programs on a beautiful night in Guthrie. This is the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
Since 2002, S&T Oilfield Services has delivered trusted, family-owned expertise from Texas to Arkansas to Wyoming. With over 2 decades of experience, a spotless safety record, and certified professionals, we provide customized flowback solutions you can count on. From completion to production, we put reliability, safety, and your success first. Schedule service today at 580-799-4428 or visit satoilfieldservice.com. At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays!
You spoke. Chuck Hall listened. In the state Senate, Chuck Hall is delivering real conservative results. He cuts taxes, invested in our schools, and passed the toughest anti-illegal immigration law in the nation. Standing shoulder to shoulder with President Trump, Chuck Hall defends Oklahoma values: faith, freedom, family, and our way of life. Senator Chuck Hall, your voice, your values, your conservative fighter.
Historic downtown Guthrie here on Friday, October 10th, 2025. I want to say early on, happy birthday to my sister, Jennifer Marie Russell, celebrating the birthday number. So I want to say happy birthday to her on the air as we get set for Guthrie and El Reno. Take a look at the series history between these 2 programs, and this is the 42nd meeting between them. Guthrie leads the overall series 22-19. El Reno won a lot of those early on. Guthrie's really had a stranglehold in this series over the last several seasons, including the winning 13 of the last 14. Little hiccup, Coach, in 09.
Yeah, big hiccup. It was 2 Dolphin boys.
And Shaquille Everhart, too.
And the Dolphin boys tried to kill Brian Dutton that night. It didn't work, but they did beat us. That was a good football team they had there.
Semifinals team.
Yeah, my favorite El Reno game, though, was still I think the first year we were here, maybe the second year. Got here maybe 02. Russell Rush with the left-footed 70-yard punt at the end of the game to ice that deal. That was a big-time play right there.
Yeah.
Kid's right-footed. We didn't know he could punt left-footed, but he did.
He didn't either until he did it, Coach.
That's what happens when opportunity
Before we get to Sean, Dutton went down, but he kept getting up. I remember that game and the McGinnis game. He just kept getting up after getting hit after hit after hit.
Well, that El Reno game in 2009 is where I figured out that Brian Dutton may be the toughest kid I've ever coached.
So tough.
I mean, because he was taking shots.
Yeah.
And this Guthrie football program, we know about 4-state championship, and is one of the top premier programs in Class 5A football. It was Russell Rush that really put Guthrie on the map with that field goal against Carl Albert.
Yeah, it was. I watched that field goal the other day, just as a matter of fact, flipping through YouTube videos or something, and here's Russell Rush kicking that field goal against Carl Albert in 2001. I
saw that too. You know what I always think when I see those videos? Same thing when I look at the old, what do you call those? The reels they used to do videos on?
Yeah, the old 8mm.
8mm.
Yeah.
We had some friends convert ours years ago, and we were sitting down watching. I go, we're so little, you know, but that's what stood out. I look at them in my mind's eye, these kids were so much bigger than they were, and it was kind of cool to see it. And it also looks like, I guess it has been a long time, but the old unis, too, had the old unis on. Yeah, it was cool to see.
Bring in Sean Silvis with tonight's Mercy Health Report, and luckily I think everything's A-OK for the Blue Jays here in Week 6 of the football season and a very long season, Sean.
Yeah, this far into the season, not a lot to report on, guys. Gamble Smith was out he went down a couple of weeks ago when we were home, but Noble played very well, played the whole game for the most part. He's back today. I asked him how he felt. Says, I feel great, ready to go. So having a big force on the front of the defensive line is going to be a major factor. And outside of that, it's a healthy Guthrie football team.
All right, thank you, Sean, for the Mercy Health Reports, as we're a little over 13 minutes away from kicking this one off between Guthrie and El Reno. Take another time out here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. We'll have captains coming out on the field here in a little bit. We'll have the coin toss and also Jays and Indians running out onto this beautiful turf. Kudos to Coach Chappell and Poe for a beautiful surface here tonight, here on October 10th. Timeout. This is the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
I've known John for a long time. I like the fact that I can drive into the Autoplex and I know I'm going to get greeted by a courteous salesperson that's really there to help me. Not to pressure me to buy a car, but to help me. I've sent a lot of people to John. They make you feel like they were very, very glad you bought a car from John Vance.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group. Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
Where some saw a pickle, we saw a masterpiece. A Sonic Smasher with Grillo's Pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a Pickle-Rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say in life, you gotta look for the rainbows. It's right here in our new Rainbow Slush, a delicious prism of lemonade, strawberries, and blue raspberry. Discover Flavorista favorites in the Sonic app.
You wanna live free?
Welcome back. Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. I think we can mute 4. I think mute will be just fine, Ronnie. Mute number 4. Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show, Guthrie and El Reno. And you look at the forecast schedule here. Guthrie next week will be on the road at Western Heights on Thursday. Make sure all the fans note that. Western Heights on Thursday night. And then back home for Altus, which if you're not looking ahead, which players and coaches are not doing that, but the Altus Bulldogs will be undefeated when they come in here, and they throw the football all over the place, over 400 yards usually per game, Phil. Yeah. And so, but that's a few weeks down the road, and then you got Carl Albert after that. And then the Week 10 road trip to Lawton, Oklahoma. So you'll be favored in 3 of the 4 ball games. Senior night will be tough. Obviously, Carl Albert will be tough as we can look ahead a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, the Blue Jays, it's kind of crazy. Very tough non-district schedule. And with redistricting a couple years ago, I mean, for years and years and years, Guthrie found themselves in what I thought was the toughest district in 5A by a bunch. And I think we're in the middle of the pack now as far as overall top to bottom. And that helps us some throughout these years. So But yeah, this team's going to win, should win 3 of the 4 remainers, and you never know what happens when Carl Albert and Guthrie hook it up.
No doubt. We're going to take one more timeout. We have a special national anthem that we do not want to miss, so we will hurry up, take our timeout. This is the Make First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Need a garage door expert you can trust? Meet Paul Creed, Guthrie born and raised, and the owner of A-Team Overhead Door. With over 25 years of experience, Paul is Guthrie's go-to pro for garage door installation, service, and repair. From simple fixes to brand new installs, residential or commercial, the A-Team has you covered. Call 405-642-7065 or email ateamoverheaddoor@gmail.com. A-Team Overhead Door, the varsity choice for all your overhead door needs.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
For over 17 years, Jason Reese at Reese Appliance Repair has been the trusted name in our community when it comes to keeping your home appliances running smoothly. From refrigerators and washers to dryers and stoves, Jason provides expert repair services without the high prices of big-name companies.
Hi, I'm Jason Reese.
And I'm Marsha Reese.
And this is our son, Brayson Reese, and we are the owners of Reese's Appliance Repair. Call us for all your appliance needs. 405-819-8293.
The rights to this broadcast have been granted by Guthrie Public Schools. Any rebroadcast or republication of the programming without the written consent of Guthrie Public Schools is strictly prohibited.
Welcome back. Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Getting ready for tonight's national anthem. Got a special treat tonight. Miss Davenport's kindergarten class will have tonight's national anthem, and they Miss Davenport's classes have done this over the years, not only for football but baseball as well, and they always do a great job, and always cool that kindergartners can sing the national anthem, not only in their classroom but in front of a stadium, whether it be football or baseball.
One of the many things I love about Friday Night Lights, you get to see things like this. You get to see the great band. Rob and them do a tremendous job with kids in the band. Miss Davenport's done this for years, and it's always one of my favorite things to see every year.
Miss Davenport had both of my kids.
Yeah,
Bear's
it's
a
awesome.
senior in high school, so
it's awesome.
I remember his little glasses face singing the national anthem.
Yeah, Miss Davenport doesn't live too far from me, and she loves animals of all sorts. If you need a snake to be picked up, you call Miss Davenport, and she will pick it up and put it where it needs to go. So, all right, we're getting set, as you see, for tonight's national anthem. They'll be with with the Guthrie High School Marching Band as well. You see the pink. It is Pink Week here this week in Guthrie. We'll have a little bit more, hopefully, about that as we go downstairs with tonight's national anthem. And there are the little ones. We're working on our camera angles tonight on that. There you see the young kindergartners. So you see all the smiles. They're looking in the stands. They're getting ready for tonight's national anthem. So let's go downstairs. The Guthrie High School Marching Band and Miss Davenport's kindergarten class. And there is tonight's national anthem. Well done there. You have a lot of pressure to sing it, all the words correctly in front of the crowd, but then Coach Chappell puts a microphone right in front of you to amp up the pressure. But they did a great job under pressure. So good job once again to Miss Davenport's kindergarten class with tonight's national anthem.
That's awesome. Yeah, Chap did add an added degree of pressure there, Coach. he has a way of doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. You get a mic shoved in your face when you're already nervous.
Yeah.
And, things go how they go.
That's right. Good stuff.
All right, so you see the Guthrie High School band, and I think they're getting ready to fire up a fight song here, and we'll get set for Guthrie and El Reno as we are commercial-free. The rest of the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show, and a big thank you once again to our good friends at Bank First. Laverne over here to our right. I've lost count of how many games he's done here. He helps Rick Davis with the clock, game clock, and the play clock, and the staple over to our right.
I can't encourage people enough to go down, visit with the folks at Bank First. We do all of our banking there, business banking or personal banking. That just all of our kids do their banking there. Just tremendous supporters of everything Guthrie. And it all starts with Laverne, just a first-class guy. Of course, he'd be mad at me for saying that, but he's just a first-class guy.
No doubt. And, there's the first fight song tonight for the Blue Jays as they a little over 3 minutes of kicking this one off with Guthrie and El Reno. Both captains are ready to go, and they will make their way toward midfield once the band performs the fight song here. And just a beautiful night as you see the Blue Jays in the black jersey tops and the gray pants, silver helmets across the way. El Reno in their traditional uniforms. Navy blue pants, white jersey tops with navy blue numbers, and the helmet that we've known over the years for El Reno with the ER on the side. And, Coach, Guthrie and El Reno, very similar in towns. El Reno gets some cool restaurants more than Guthrie, but Guthrie has some cool restaurants. It's very close. And, when I drive to El Reno, when I go to El Reno for events over there, I'm like, well, they got that restaurant. Why don't we have that?
Well, I drove through El Reno today on my way to Hennessy. I came from Lindsay to Chickasha to El Reno to Kingfisher to Hennessy and then back home. And it was everything I could do in El Reno, Oklahoma, not to stop on the trifecta at Highway 81 of Johnny's, Roberts, and Sid's. Get a hamburger. Yep. But I settled on ribs at the Smokehouse Collective in Kingfisher.
Peanut butter shake?
Chocolate peanut butter shake.
Peanut butter
at
shake.
Sid's.
At Sid's.
At Sid's.
Hand-cut fries at Sid's.
Yeah. They're all good, though.
Oh, yeah,
there's not a bad one there.
Yeah.
All right, as you see the captains coming out onto the field, Amari Watson, Yogi Creed, Pena, and Maddox Vaughn are the Blue Jay captains. As you see the captains meeting, we'll have the coin toss here with the official Mark Sisko here in just a few moments.
Before moving here with her husband from Imperial Beach, California, she spent 2 decades working as a paraprofessional in high school special education. A devoted member of Our Savior Lutheran Church, where her husband serves as pastor, Karen is known for her kindness, strength, and unwavering faith.
All right, I think they are waiting for the introduction here of the Pink Week recipients, and we'll hope to pass some information here in just a little bit on the Pink Week recipient. We hope to get that information here. We weren't able to get it before the game, but we will hope to have that here in just a little bit. As you see the captains getting ready to hear the coin toss or hear the instructions from the White Hats. And I think we can go ahead and look at the game officials real quick, Ronnie, if you want to pop those up on the screen. There you see Mark Sisko. This is a state championship crew, by the way. Umpires Kevin White, Josh Hazelbaker, a head linesman. Line judge is Case. Coach, you're a teacher. Any chance?
Ingleson. That's how I'm going to say
there you go.
I don't know if that's accurate, but I'm going to say Ingleson.
K-Si.
K.I. Let's go with K.I., yeah.
Call him K.I.
And the back judge is Mark Birch. Again, a good crew here, so we're in good hands tonight with the game officials. Here you see the good-looking uniform combination for both ball clubs here inside Jelsma Stadium. And throughout the night, we'll be talking about some big ball games in Class 5A football, particularly in district play as Noble is visiting Carl Albert. Western Heights is over at Lawton. Of course, Guthrie and El Reno here tonight. And the other team should be Western Heights and somebody, right? I'm not seeing them on my screen.
Was it Altus?
Western Heights at Lawton.
Lawton.
Western Heights at Lawton. So be interesting to see in the game between Coweta and Shawnee. Shawnee last week beat Booker T. Washington, who Booker T. Washington last night beat. Let's go downstairs with the coin toss.
That's tails. What's your call?
Tails.
The call is tails. Karen, if you would, please flip the coin. And it is heads. You want to defer. You want to kick that way. Okay.
There you go. The Blue Jays win the toss, and they defer, so the defense will be on the field first. Jays will get the ball to begin the second half. Big thank you once again as teams will shake hands, and we are just now moments away from both teams running out onto the field and kicking this one off between the Indians and the Blue Jays. And it's a little bit different. El Reno, well, we always see teams run out right to left, but tonight El Reno will, as you see, will run out from left to right.
There they go. Mixing it up a little bit. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that.
You know, I've seen it a handful of times, but it's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen that before. So, yeah, good crowd on the home side already filed in here. The student section all in pink. Again, it's Pink Week, and we hope to pass some information on as soon as we get it on the Pink Week recipient. When we have time, we'll definitely bring that across. And also, the congratulations, we'll talk more about this a little bit later on, but congratulations to the softball program at Guthrie qualifying for the state tournament as they hosted regionals and won the regional championship. And they had to win 3 games yesterday, and they won 3 games yesterday. Beat Western Heights and then had to beat Noble twice. I think Noble's a little sick and tired of Guthrie right now. As you see, the Blue Jays run out onto the field here in beautiful Jelsma Stadium. These Blue Jays here on your screen beat Noble 63-20 last week, and then the softball program beat them twice yesterday. Now Noble got them the day before, but always good to see all the programs flourish. The cross-country teams are doing really well, but congratulations, Coach Tarrant. 5 seasons in a row going to the state softball tournament.
Yeah, that's awesome. They've done a great job with the softball program, and girls are playing hard. Congratulations to them for making the state tournament. Go get after it.
I think it's a heck of a considering everybody they graduated last year.
Absolutely.
I mean, they had some real all-timer greats on that team last year. Incredible job by the coaching staff. Great job by the kids. And you get to the state tournament, anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Yeah. The good news, they're there for the 5th year. The bad news, they're playing the top seed in the prior Tigers, who've only lost 4 games all season long. And they played the who's in 5A and 6A. But one day, one game atmosphere, you never know what might happen.
Get the tough one out of the way first.
There you go.
You want to beat the best, you got to beat the best.
That's right.
Might as well, you got to go through them sometime. So
at some point.
Might as well get them now. So, but the game time has not been released quite yet, but we can tell you if you want to make your way to it's Devon Park, better known as Hall of Fame Stadium for folks me and older. But that'll be in Oklahoma City on Thursday. Have not gotten the game time officially yet, but do know we'll get that on Guthrie News page as soon as that information becomes available. All right, both teams have run out onto the field. The El Reno band has made their way here tonight. The Guthrie band making their way into the stands. So it should be a fun night of high school football. And real quickly, I think we can get our keys to victory for both programs real quick. And Coach Mick, before we kind of get in there, we know El Reno has to max protect that quarterback. Not the best throwing football team in 5A football, but when they do have to throw, they have to give protection because Guthrie's bringing the house.
Yeah, Coach Beebe's not going to stop pressuring just because you're throwing it. He's going to send more defenders than you have blockers. He's going to come after your quarterback, make him nervous. And so, you know, they've got to win first down. And I probably just stole, but they've got to win first down, and then they've got to get into second and third and shorts.
Absolutely,
because they are not a good throwing football team.
Guthrie jump out to a quick start like they had the last 4 weeks, force the turnovers like they have the last 4 weeks, and they've been good on special teams. So those are the keys to victory for both ball clubs, Phil.
Yeah, I mean, Blue Jays pretty cut and dry, right?
Antoine back to receive the kick.
S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. Blue Jays, as you see, will kick right to left on your screen. Welcome aboard here on GNP TV as we are underway with Guthrie and El Reno. At the bottom of your screen, here's the return. And the Blue Jays do a good job as El Reno will take over around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, nice job there by Kerry. That's turning into a fun story, you know. He took last year off, and yeah, I was corrected today. He took last year off. Wasn't his intentions not to play, but he was recovering from an injury sustained in wrestling. And, you know, but boy, I tell you, he can run. He's going to be a lot of help the next couple years for the Blue Jay football team.
Of course, he's a state qualifier last couple of seasons for Coach Davenport in the wrestling program. As the Indians will take over first down and 10 at the 30-yard line. The first play will be a run play over the right side. And nice open field tackle by the Blue Jays on play number 1 is Darion Whitehorn.
Yeah, he brought down number 6, Antoine Grayson. That's who Scotty was talking about. He can go get it. Big kid, 6'3", 190-pounder. He's just a junior, Chris. But, Scotty, you were talking about if he can get some seams, the kid can go get it.
Yeah, I watched film on him a couple games this season. He broke a long one against Carl Albert. He broke against Altus. So he's got enough speed to go do it. Just got to stay in our lanes and run him sideways and run him out of bounds.
Quarterback is number 9 as the Indians will try left side. Nothing happening there. Not even a yard on the second down play. Quarterback is Rustin Cook. He's a senior, 6 foot, 180 pounds. His last name's Cook. The head football coach last name is Cook. The head coach first name starts with an R. His name starts with an R. I'm going to put 2 and 2 together and say they live in the same house.
They could. High probability. You know, and I think a lot of times you see games start like this, you say, well, they're just getting settled in. No, this is the offense you're going to see. This is what they're going to run.
And if you're looking at it and you're thinking it looks a little old school, I mean, you've got all 22 guys in the box.
Yeah.
So this is what they do. And
got to make tackles.
And, you got to tackle in space.
Got away from the defender, and it's going to cost the Blue Jays missing that tackle as Indians get out to the 41-yard line, 11-yard pickup and a first down.
Yeah, I mean, that quick hit, we've talked a lot about this year. That's a recipe against a lot of high school teams. If you've got a quarterback that can get the ball out of his hand quick, get it out to an athletic kid in space, 5A football, you're going to have some success with that. Any classification of football, you're going to have success with that.
Fresh set of downs for El Reno. I'll hand it off. There goes Grayson, and he's going backwards, slips a tackle, and he'll get near the line of scrimmage as he ran a lot of yards for no pickup there. Kellen Herzl and crew with the tackle.
Yeah, good job there by the Blue Jays of stringing him out. But you can also see the explosiveness Coach was talking about. He seems to be those kind of kids that just one missed tackle, one this from taking it to the house. Looks like he's a good one.
Yeah, the best thing that Guthrie did right there was run him sideways. Use the 12th man, the old out-of-bounds line as their 12th defender. And they're going to have to continue to do that because when he gets his shoulders turned north and south, he's tough. Lost
the yard, second down and 11. And a little run play with the quarterback and gets to the original line of scrimmage. And forward progress might get him a yard out to the 42-yard line. It will. And El Reno will be facing third down.
Same situation they're in last, their third and long situation. One thing that's good about this, an offense like this, it is predictable. Go back to what Scotty's talked about. They're in a situation now where they kind of got to throw the football. That bodes well for the Blue Jays.
Third down and 9. Indians need the Guthrie 49 for the first down. They'll run with the quarterback, and he will get tripped up around the 45, and he'll be about 6 yards shy of the first down. We'll see what El Reno wants to do here on third down as an underdog on the road.
Yeah, that's a good point, Chris. You're 1-4 on the year. You're on the road. You got to be able to. I think these are situations where why not, Scott? Why not?
Yeah, and to be honest with you, this is when you come out and if nothing else, you call the freeze play and see if you can get them to jump off sides.
Right.
Pistol formation, they will go for it, and they will try to run with it, and it's Grayson not getting much, and he's going to be well shy of the first down. So here comes the Guthrie Blue Jay offense after the defense gives up one first down, but they will give the offense the football on El Reno's side of things.
Yeah, I don't hate that call like we were just talking. You see it here on the Integrity Heat and Air replay. That kid's got some ability. Just too many Blue Jays out there around him, but Blue Jays going to get the ball in great field position. See if the Blue Jay offense can continue with the great success they've had over the last few weeks.
Plus 47 there. You see the Jays offense coming out onto the field. They've been playing really, really good, and I want to give good kudos to the offensive line. A couple of running backs with two running backs had 7 touchdowns last week, and Cooper Walters and that offensive line have done a fantastic job this season. Dalen Rice, the junior quarterback, he wears jersey number 14. He was watching some GHS softball yesterday. Man in motion. They will go to the pass. It's Maddox Vaughn with the reception. Nice downfield blocking by Jace Rainwater, and that allows Maddox to get across the 40-yard line up to the 39, 8-yard pickup.
Yeah, good throw, good catch, great blocking downfield by Jace. You were talking, see right there, Jace. I've got away with a little tug. That's okay. We'll take it. Good job. Good hustle downfield.
Jace quickly back to the line of scrimmage, and always nice to throw the football on first down, Coach, with some success.
Yeah, you get 8 yards on first down. It's a good football play. Put you in great position. You call whatever you want on second down.
Twin receivers each side. Here's a blitz by a linebacker. Picked up nicely. Nice pit pass. It's caught by Jace Rainwater. He's headed to the house. He's into the end zone with the 39-yard touchdown reception.
Man, I like that for Jace. He got on the board a couple of weeks ago. It's good to see him on the board again. It's a kid that had a real breakout year last year, Chris. Really came on strong. And, he's going to get his this year. And that great pass, great catch. Blue Jays out early.
Coach, couldn't they come out with a better start?
No, absolutely. I mean, come out, throw the ball 2 times, and got 6 points on the board, and take advantage of what they're giving you defensively, and up 7-0.
Strive Wellness Lounge PAT is up and good. Guthrie on top 7-0. Timeout from Jelsma Stadium. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Companion Healthcare is a top provider of home health, hospice, and private home care services in Oklahoma. If you've experienced an injury, illness, or hospital stay, then Companion Home Health can help you in your recovery with skilled nursing care and rehab therapies. The Companion Hospice team provides gentle care for the patient and meaningful support for the whole family. They are a Guthrie family-owned business with years of experience and trust caring for the people in our own community. Loyal supporters of Guthrie Bluejay Sports.
Interbank is proud to stand behind every athlete, every team, and every fan this season. We're more than a bank. We're your neighbors, friends, and fans. Whether it's personal or business banking, Interbank is proud to help our neighbors achieve their financial goals every day. Located just blocks from the Rock. Come and see us at 224 East Oklahoma or call us at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Quick start for the Jays offensively and defensively. Special teams will get their second play here. We'll have that John Vance Motor scoring summary here in just a few moments. Got two really good bands tonight playing well tonight. El Reno to our right, Guthrie to our left. There you see El Reno on your screen. On the S&T Oilfield Services kickoff, here's the return from inside the 25-yard line. First Jay misses, and El Reno's going to have a nice return out across the 40-yard line as we take a look at the John Vance Motor scoring summary, guys. 2 plays, 47 yards. Jace, great job of getting past the defender.
Yeah, good job by Jace. Brings the ball in, off to the races. Blue Jays up early, like I said, Chris. That was just bang, bang, in and out. Scott, you always talk about adjustments, right? On-field adjustments, game field adjustments. Again, with this offense, not a whole lot to adjust, is there? With El Reno.
There's not. And like I said, I watched a little bit of film on them. They're going to run the plays they run, and they're going to try to execute them. And if you stop them, then
you
good
stop
job.
them. Yeah.
I mean, that's about it.
El Reno trying to throw, flushed out of the pocket, throw on the run is incomplete. On the coverage for the Blue Jays with Skylar Scammon. I haven't watched them every game this year, but this is the most I've seen them throw the football early in a game. I mean, I watched them down a couple weeks ago to Altus. They were down 42-7, and they were running it down after.
Yeah, but I think we're going to see that. If you're the Blue Jays, you go all the way back to week 0, Tuttle. Here's a recipe. This seemed to work really well. So I think you're going to see teams that know Guthrie's going to shut down the run.
Yeah.
We're going to have to throw the ball. So I think sometimes you are going to see teams come out and try things that aren't normally what they do. Now, that usually doesn't work well when you do that.
Pistol formation, pistol back. Grayson gets the carry, and that's why teams try to throw the football because they've tried a couple times, not much success. 1-yard pickup, so it'll be 3rd down and 9, and right in the middle. First Blue Jay miss, that was Carlock, but he lets the linebacker and the safety come in to make the play.
Yeah.
Look at that, Phil. Carlock and Gamble Smith right there. Then you throw in Pena. Then you throw some speed on the edge there in 26, Gabe Jackson.
I'm telling you, this is a very good defense. We have a very good defensive unit this year.
3rd down and 9. El Reno needs a Guthrie 49 for the second series in a row. Caught in the backfield. Now can he get the edge? And he'll be close to a 1st down. And El Reno went for it on a much further distance on 4th down. I certainly would think the offense would stay on the field, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. If they went for it on 4th and 5, they're definitely going for it on this one.
They got at the midfield, and they need just in front of the 48-yard line for a first down. So 4th and less than a yard, about a yard, right about a yard we'll go with. All sandwiched in between the 50 and the 49. He's get to at least the 48.5-yard line. Guthrie jumps on that edge and first penalty, and Cade Barton got a little too excited on that one. And that will be El Reno's first down. First down on this drive. They had one on their opening series, but Guthrie gives it to him here. So
one
that's 45.
One of the best plays in short yardage football, the old freeze play. Now that everybody's signing plays in and doing this and that, you just call nothing. You literally call freeze, and offense lines up like they're doing something. They don't even have a play called. They're just going through a cadence, trying to get you to jump off sides, and then if you don't, then they look over, coach gives them a play.
Worked on that play. Cook wants to throw. Here comes Barton. Gets away from him momentarily. And here comes the second Blue Jay. Here comes the third Blue Jay. And Cook's going to go down. Nice job there, Barton. Kellen Herzl and Pena in the area as Cook is hit behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, see it here on the integrity heat in their replay. Good pressure up front by Barton, and then just great job just swarming. Blue Jays all around him. Pena got over, as you said, Chris. Did a good job coming from that offside.
Lost a couple of yards on the play, so second down and long. Yeah, as Phil mentioned with the Tuttle, they set the template on anyway how Tuttle had success, and I think Altus is the next team that can really throw the football well, as Indians will try to keep it on the ground. And coach, the template is there, but what El Reno does best is run the football, and so you just kind of go with what you do best and take your chances at it.
Yeah, I mean you can. Excuse me, you can put in all the plays you want, but it's what are you good at?
Yeah.
And El Reno's going to do what they think they're good at, and they're they're going to go with what brought them here. So you can overcoach at times.
3rd down and 11. Pass in the backfield again. Boy, quick speed right there. How fun was that by Scammon?
Good tackle. Good overfield tackle right there.
Well, he's became a heck of a safety, hasn't he? Does a great job and does a good job in pass coverage. Boy, he's excellent in run support. I mean, he comes up, he'll get it done, deliver a hit. Smart football player, too.
Back to the line of scrimmage, but, boy, you're going to see him come zooming into your screen right there. There he is. Grabbing the ankles, and boy, the running back had no chance, Grayson, on that one. And now El Reno will punt here on 4th down and 12, as Guthrie will sit up camp with one of the playmakers on special team in Cody Carlock. He'll get a chance to return this one. He always likes to catch it on the run, as he does here, and El Reno fills it up nicely. But a nice return out across the 30-yard line. The Blue Jays will have a 1st down and 10.
We talked about this last week. He takes years off my life every time he takes it. But that's what you want in a punt returner, that fearlessness. But, man, oh, man, he scares me, Scott.
Yeah, we had another kid like that a few years ago that you'd go, no, go.
Yeah.
And he's got a little bit of that in him.
Yeah, he does.
Clock's running. They're trying to get it stopped. It never did stop. And it continues to run. It should have been around 4:30. We got – okay, our clock's running too. But, yeah, the clock continues to run. So now the officials got to get together and determine how much time should go back on the clock. It should be around the 4:22 mark. We'll see. Somewhere in that area.
4:22 is what Chap's saying.
4:22. Okay, so
You're close.
I think I said 4:22 if I want to.
Well, I mean, 8 seconds qualified riding, bull riding, Chris. You did good.
So Guthrie will have it at the 33-yard line at the 4:22 mark. And now they got it on the scoreboard, so now we should be good to go as the offense comes running out onto the field. They started at the El Reno 47. This time they're going to set up camp at their own 33-yard line. 1st down and 10. Only needed 2 plays on the first drive to get into the end zone. Blue Jays will spread out the El Reno offense with 5 receivers. Dalen Rice all by himself in that backfield. Man in motion. They will give it to him, and he'll come to the near side. Nice move across the 40. Out near the 45-yard line is Zane Thomas, who had quite the game last week in Noble. Not only with multiple touchdowns, but the interception.
Yeah, and he's that home run threat, right? I mean, he can pick him up and put him down. And he showed that last week and on both sides of the ball, Chris, as you said. But this is one thing I've learned about our staff over the years. If you show that they can trust you, meaning you're going to protect the ball, you're going to do those kind of things, kids like him are going to get a lot of opportunities because he's got that speed.
14-yard pickup for St. Thomas. Same formation as that previous play. And now St. Thomas will go in motion the opposite way. Dalen 3 for 3 in passing as he gets a receiver at midfield up to the 45-yard line. It's Owen Wilder with his first reception out near the El Reno 46-yard line.
Boy, Owens became that target, for day. He's kind of the one that seems like consistently he's comfortable going and finding, and he does another good job here picking up 8 on a first down.
Went on that route and set and wait for the football, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's the other thing, Coach Rice. It has a luxury right here because he can be in multiple personnel groups with the same kids. So defensively, we go from an empty set, 3x2, to now we're in basically a tight end wing set with twins on the other side.
Thomas
and never substituted anybody.
And Dalen unable to get the exchange properly. It falls to the turf, but Zane able to jump on it. The first negative play for Guthrie, but get the football back and got back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, just didn't receive the ball well and got down on the ball, which is what you need to do in that situation. Don't mess with it. Just get on top of the ball, live to play another down.
Yeah, and it all starts off with just a little bit of a high snap.
Yeah.
He throws the timing off.
Well, it was a high snap, and it looked like Dalen put it toward the chest, not in the belly. Now he'll run it for the first time, and he'll have a Blue Jay first down at the 41, Coach.
Yeah, that's a good job right there. Protection breaks down a little bit. Nobody's open. Tuck the ball, take off, run, and don't make a bad play worse. That's a good business decision right there by Dalen.
Situationally aware, knew what he needed to get the first down and move the chains, saw it and took it.
Good quarterback play.
Very good quarterback play.
Coming up on 2:40 to play here in the first quarter. Guthrie about to snap the football for the 7th time offensively. This will be the 5th play of the drive. After an opening 47-yard drive, Dalen Rice across the middle. Max Vaughn with a great catch. He gets hit hard, but holds on to the football at the 25.
That's an outstanding job, holding on to the ball, and it's got the wind knocked out of him, but he'll be back in here after a play or two. But great job by Maddox for holding on to that football and showing some toughness across the middle. That's a tough play. That's a big ask for a wide receiver at any level.
Here's the deal. You're going to get hit. Yep. It's going to hurt, so you might as well catch it.
Might as well catch the ball.
Good job by Maddox right there.
That's right.
17-yard reception for the senior. A lot of senior action tonight. Rainwater with the touchdown. And earlier, guys, Owen Wilder, we're talking about Owen Wilder. He also didn't play football last year, came out this year as a junior. Dalen will take it across the 19-yard line. So a couple good gets that played football their entire life, took a season off for whatever reason, but have come back.
Yeah, and you want in a town the size of Guthrie, you want all your athletes playing all your sports.
Right.
I mean, we don't want to get to the point. A lot of big schools, that's how it is. Kids play one thing and that's it. But you want those kids that can contribute playing multiple sports.
Well, you play with basically the same 100 boys.
Yeah.
I mean, for a school our size.
Right.
6-yard carry. Dalen already has one first down running the football. Nice. He'll have another one as he continues to move the feet inside the 10, in around the 7-yard line. About 11-yard pickup for Dalen Rice. It'll be the 3rd first down on this drive.
Yeah, he's just a tough, efficient runner of the football. But he's a tough kid. Man, we talked about last week, watching little Dalen grow up. It's hard to look and see that 6'4" Dalen down there.
Heading off, Elijah Smith gets his first carry. Last week's North Church player of the game. He'll get to the 5-yard line, pickup of 2 yards. And before we get set for this next play, I mentioned happy birthday to my sister. I also want to say happy birthday to my mother-in-law, Karen Privet.
Today's her birthday? Well, that's outstanding. Oh, boy.
Well, it's coming up.
Checking his homework.
It's coming up, yeah.
Checking his homework.
Well, no, not. Now you called me out on the air. Okay.
No, you called yourself out with that pause.
Well, I was going to go with an early. I meant to say early birthday party. I couldn't remember how it said. There's a pass into the end zone, incomplete. Early birthday party. We won't be on the air on Sundays. I'm going to give her a happy birthday.
She looks wonderful. 39 years old. Karen, great job.
Dalen's going to want that last ball back because he's got Owen standing wide open in the middle of the field. Nobody around him.
See if our replay caught that. Probably Dalen doesn't want. No, we don't need the replay on that one.
It'll get replayed on Monday.
14 times.
Top side of the field, tight end standing right there.
In the middle.
Him and the referee are the only people in the middle of the end zone.
Yeah.
This is a direct snap. We saw this work for a touchdown last week, but El Reno defends it nicely as it was 16 car lock. I watched the replay of last week's game, and Cody made it look easy on a couple runs. That one was well defended, though, by El Reno. Give them credit.
End of the quarter.
That is the end of the first quarter. Blue Jays strike early, and they'll have a decision here on third down what to do with the football. Fourth down. First quarter in the books. Guthrie 7, El Reno 0. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Founded in 2009, Terra Insure Group exists to serve the residents of Guthrie and the surrounding communities by delivering quality insurance coverage at the fairest possible rate. TIG isn't captive to one single carrier. The staff at Terra Insure Group, Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, Lisa Engel, Sarah Bowling, and Libby Wano, offer over 100 years of combined insurance experience. Call 405-293-4880 or visit them online at tigok.com.
At Hayes Funeral Home, we take great pride in caring for our families and community and have committed to providing you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. Honoring your loved one is our top priority, and part of that is assisting you to help deal with the grief during difficult times. Everyone's needs are different, and for that reason, families can entrust their loved one's wishes to our family. We have a wide range of resources to support you not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. Visit them online today at hayesfh.com.
Welcome. We're back. Blue Jays open up second quarter of action up 7-0. Got a 4th and goal situation. See what the Blue Jays are going to do here. Good shot of our softball girls. 5 straight regional championship years. 5 straight trips to the state tourney. Great job. Great group of young ladies there. Chris pointed out won 3 games yesterday to secure that regional championship, Ronnie. And I think what's fun too is this was a team that lost a lot of senior talent last year, and they battled and found their way back and fought their way back into the state tournament again. So great job to the Blue Jays softball girls.
Yeah, 5 regional championships in a row. A lot of those at home as well. Maybe 4, maybe all 5 of them. Maybe nonetheless, congratulations to them. 4th and goal for the Blue Jays. The offense will stay on the field. Dalen Rice, the quarterback. He'll look to throw, looking for Owen. Nothing there, so he goes back in the end zone. Touchdown, Maddox Vaughn.
Well, that was a heck of a pass. I didn't have a great shot of that from up here, Chris, but it looked like an odd angle throwing the ball.
Yeah, he kind of threw it side on.
Yeah.
And then he also threw it behind the receiver intentionally.
Yeah.
Because the defender was in front of the receiver, so he kind of threw him open right there.
That's
a great play right there by Dalen Rice.
Yeah, and a good job Maddox going back and making that catch. Nice catch.
Strike Wellness Lounge PAT up, and it is good. Blue Jays increase their lead up 14-0 here inside Jelsma Stadium. Timeout. This Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
Blue Jays with an early first quarter score and now an early second quarter score to lead this one 14-0 as we set for the S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. There's a good look at the Blue Jay kicker. We'll have that John Vance Motor scoring summary here in just a few moments as we have made our way week 6 of the football season. Blue Jays will be on the road next week, Western Heights. Number 6, the great running back that Coach Mick pointed out at the beginning of the ball game, Grayson, he's in the middle of the football field at the 15-yard line. So this kick is going left of him or right of him, and we'll see what Guthrie wants to like to do.
Failure to kick off, Grayson to receive.
And here is the S&T Oilfield Services kickoff by Tegan Hillard. And they did kick it to him. This could be dangerous. 20. Nice job by the special teams on the tackle. And it was a couple of Blue Jays in on there. It looked like 22.
Yeah.
The first one there, Sam Murillo. There's been a few Murillos come through the G.
There's been a few of them, hasn't there? I tell you, you talk about common names in Blue Jay football over the last 25 years. Been a lot of great names. A lot of brothers came up together, and many years beyond that. But I mean, it's we've been lucky with a lot of kids.
Absolutely.
Indians will have it at the 20-yard line. Multiple receivers. Grayson, oh boy, look, Barton was waiting for him, and he'll get a big-time tackle. Nice shot there by Kate Barton. He's had a great season on that left side.
He's got a motor that's got one speed, that kid does. And you'll see it on Integrity Heat in their replay. Just ate him up. And a good job. Who was that there coming in? 15.
Rowan McComb.
Yeah.
Never had a chance, Coach.
Yeah.
No, he never had a chance. They unblocked player off the edge. You know, that's never really good.
Looked like he was fighting that tackle, and he saw Rowan coming and was trying to get down.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? We'll go on to the next play.
Call that a business decision. Right,
live to fight another day.
That's right.
Loss of 6 on that first down play. Now second down and 16. Here's a run play for the Indians, and maybe back at the line of scrimmage. No pickup there. And it'll be third down and long for El Reno.
You know, El Reno, you know, they've shown it because actually, Coach, they've thrown the ball probably more through the first quarter than they have most games all year. But so they've shown a willingness to try other things. But you know, when you put a heavy run team that's predictable against a Guthrie defense, it's usually a long night.
Well, if you want to try to run the football, that's just exactly what Coach Beebe wants. So he can stack the box and make you one-dimensional, and then feels like he has a great opportunity.
Third down 16. Pass is incomplete on that near sideline. Zane Thomas on the coverage.
The teams that are dangerous are the ones that can run the football and throw the football.
Yeah.
Guthrie Bluejays?
Yeah, that's what's hard to defend because if you can't stack the box because they'll beat you throwing it, and if you cover too much, they're going to run the ball and they're going to throw it at all.
Yeah.
So, you know, a few years ago when McAllister had that Wood kid at quarterback, everybody we watched on film would go to a 5-man box, and it was like he'd rush for 400 yards. Well, why wouldn't you? You know, you're playing 7-on-5 in the box.
Second punt of the night for El Reno. Carlock back, and he will, he wanted to so bad, pick it up, but he'll let it sit at the 47-yard line, and the Blue Jay offense will come back onto the field on top, 14-0.
We got a flag down. I think they're going to get roughing the punter, but I don't know about this. They're either going to call holding on El Reno or they're going to call roughing the punter on us.
It looked like El Reno got pushed back into the punter.
That's what I thought. Good. I thought we pushed the kid straight back into the punter.
Good eyes down there, Sean. We are awaiting the call. So I think we might have missed it on that, but
it was something against us. But it must have been during the.
Yeah, because they're moving the.
Running into the kicker is the call.
Running into, okay.
And again, we've had discussion. Is this an NFL, college, high school rule? Is that an automatic? I don't think there's an automatic first down.
If it's roughing,
If it's roughing, it's a 15-yard penalty. I don't think it's
right.
No,
in the NFL, there is no running in. They don't call running into. You either did it or you didn't.
Exactly.
Which is what, and it's automatic.
Regardless, we do know Guthrie will have the football. Just where will they have the football is the question. They're still on that far side. Coach Cook getting an explanation of what happened, and he's got both hands on his hip. It is declined, and so Guthrie.
You get the 5 yards, you have to punt it again, and
Right.
you don't want to do that on your own goal line.
No.
So Guthrie should have it around the 47-yard line. Guthrie's had a really great field position as they start at their own 47. They started at their own 33 the possession before, and the first possession started at the positive 47-yard line. So we got it all straightened out. First down and 10. Blue Jays have shown multiple running backs almost every single game. Elijah Smith in there right now with a 3-receiver formation, 11 personnel, as Elijah will go right up the middle, break a couple tackles, get into El Reno territory. There's a flag thrown at the line of scrimmage. This one likely coming back.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold on the Blue Jays.
Allen, Creed, Gilbert. Offensive lineman, Cooper Walters, I think might have got 58 on that one there. Sir William Morgan doesn't seem too happy.
Coach, what percentage of plays from scrimmage when it's a run play, is there some type of hold?
You can go further than that, Phil. On 100% of football plays, there is an offensive holding penalty.
Somewhere.
And I used to tell my guys, if you're not holding, you're coming off the field.
That's
and
right.
if you get caught, I'm going to rip your butt.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to the football.
Pass incompleted. Looking for Elijah out of the backfield on first down and 20. It's now second down.
El Reno did a good job sniffing that out. They were right up there, disrupted the play.
And again, this is where it's hard as an offensive coordinator because you're behind the chains. You don't like first and 20. The playbook is not great. You try to get maybe a couple of chunk plays to get you back into third and manageable. But it's a little harder to call offensive football when it's first and 20. It's a lot easier when it's first and 10 than it is when it's first and 20.
Yeah.
Second and 20 on the ground. Elijah El Reno's done a good job of stopping this running game on this drive here.
Yeah.
As Elijah fights for the 37-yard line. And Blue Jays got a long way to go here on third down.
Yeah, third and forever. We'll dial something up, see what we can do here. I know that one thing that does help is you got a lot of confidence in your defense no matter where they're at on the field against this El Reno team so far. They've done a great job. And so I think that does loosen some things up for you, Coach.
Yeah, you're not scared to take a shot.
Yeah.
But sometimes Coach Beebe doesn't want you to take a shot either. He wants you to just run the football and we'll play defense and let's punt this thing.
Pass well over the head of the intended receiver. Guthrie needed the 43-yard line. If they could have connected, it definitely would have been there. Pass intended for Darion Whitehorn, incomplete. And the Blue Jays go 3 and out. The penalty really set them back. And now Guthrie will punt for the first time.
Yeah, that's the ones that the penalties on offense drive you nuts. I mean, you've had a clean offensive game so far and you moved the football well, and then you start off with a first down penalty, and it's tough to overcome those.
Yeah, very tough. Blue Jays kick the ball away here. Good punt by Rice. Nice little Blue Jay bounce there, Scott.
Yeah, you always like it when it rolls our direction.
Yep.
Going to take the ball over about, the 28-yard line?
28-yard line, yep. El Reno will be first and 10 from the 28.
El Reno's had to punt the football away the last 2 drives after turning it over on downs on their opening drive as they take over at the 8:57 mark. Looking for some positive plays here. I haven't had too many of them as they'll set up camp behind the 20-yard line at the 18 officially, as my 2 partners mentioned.
Real quick, Chris, before they get this play off, I want to say hello to my nephew who's watching. Hudson Bain Brose lost his dad after a 3-year battle with cancer this week, and just want to say I love you, buddy, and your daddy loved you a whole lot.
Yeah, prayers and thoughts with the family as the pass is incomplete. Darion Whitehorn thought he had great coverage but we'll draw a flag at midfield.
Scott, condolences to you and your family. I know you guys had a great relationship, but those are tough times, and we're thinking of all of you. I know it's been a rough week for you guys.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Phil. Brad was a great guy.
Yeah.
He fought that old colon cancer as long as he could fight it in 3 years, but his body just gave out. And so, just praying for Jess and Hudson, and just tough.
Yep.
15-yard penalty. We'll move it out to the 43-yard line. Opening drive was at the 28. My apologies. Hand off to Grayson. Great play.
Great
up the
right
middle.
there.
Nice job there by Rowan McHone.
Well, there's a young man that's really had a heck of a year. He's active. He moves well. Tough kid. He likes contact. You can tell he enjoys contact. He's another one of Sean's wrestling kids. Yeah, he's a heck of a good little high school football player.
Sean, he's a tough worker too, isn't he?
Yeah, I know the one thing, when Rowan first started wrestling in junior high, it wasn't trying to get him to go, it was getting him to slow down. He's the opposite of most kids. Most kids you got to try to get them to do something, and Rowan, it was like do less.
Grayson, the ball carrier. Nice shot there by Clayton Carey, the junior, coming up and making a play. And El Reno will have a third down play from their own 46.
Another one of Sean's wrestlers.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed about Clayton out on the football field, obviously he's an athlete, obviously he's a good kid, but he always seems to be where the ball is. On defense, he knows where it's going to be, and he's always in the middle of everything.
Yeah, he does seem to have a lot of good instincts, Scott, or Sean, no doubt about it. You know who he reminds me of with pads on, Scott?
Who's that?
James Day.
A little bit, smaller version.
Yeah.
Third down, 7 passes,
he does
incomplete.
look a lot like James.
Huh?
He does look a
He
lot
does,
like James.
a little smaller, but he carries his pads the same way.
Now back to what Sean was saying, Sean, it's always fun to coach those kids that you got to rein back, isn't it?
Oh man,
because sometimes you got to constantly nudge them to go. It's nice to have one that you go, hey, calm down for a second.
Yeah, he'd come off the mat having wrestled a kid with 10 years of experience, and it's his second tournament. And he's mad at the world because he couldn't stop the guy, and we're in the back like, hey, man, you lost by 3. Like, most guys get pinned. Like, just chill. This is great, Just a competitor to the core.
Good snap. Punt will go toward the Guthrie sideline, take a big bounce. We'll see where that one marks at. And
22.
Guthrie likely will have their worst field position. They will. Guthrie's worst field position before this one was at their own 33. This one will be at the 20-yard line.
I was close. I was taking a shot.
Yeah, there you go.
It's guaranteed to be on a white line.
Yeah.
It will never be in the middle of a white line.
Even though the ball was probably in the middle of the white line.
Correct. Makes it easier for officials to mark the ball. Guthrie will start at the 20-yard line. Dalen will hand it off to Zane, and Zane's going backwards. Nice play by the defensive lineman for El Reno.
The last two series, El Reno's defensive line has gotten off the ball a lot better than Guthrie's offensive line. We seem to be a little disheveled right now and kind of catching.
Yeah.
You can't catch on the offensive line. So they're, may need to change the cadence up or do something, hit a freeze play on them, see if we can get them to jump, kind of slow them down a little bit.
Pass is incomplete. Short hop Maddox Vaughn. Oh, they're going to say he did catch it. Okay. It's going to be maybe a 2-yard pickup at most. It got to Scotty's 22-yard line. So
there it is.
There it is. So third down and 8 for Guthrie, coming up on the midway point of quarter number 2. It'll still be third down long. Third down 13. Guthrie needs the 30-yard line.
Yeah, these last 2 offensive series have just felt flat. Just very flat.
Yeah, and it starts up front.
Yeah.
You've got to get off the football and move the line of scrimmage. And right now, El Reno's doing it, and we're not.
Flag again. This one's going to be a false start on the Blue Jays. And so third down and 13 will be even further here.
Yeah.
This one will go inside the 10-yard line.
if you get a pressure look right here, you might see Coach Rice throw a screen right here, some kind of a middle screen.
Ball's at the 11-ish. Dalen the throw. Here comes the pressure, throws it, and it is well incomplete. Intended receiver was Jason Rainwater, and Guthrie's going to have to punt the football back to El Reno.
With Dalen took a shot on that
he did.
play.
Right there at the end of that play, right after he cut the ball
Real
loose.
vulnerable position. Speaks to that toughness.
Oh, he's a tough kid.
Yeah.
He's a
No
tough
doubt.
kid.
Look at the defenses. El Reno has gone, last two drives have gone 3 and out, and the last two drives for Guthrie have gone 3 and out. There's another low line drive punt. El Reno's going to have their best field position the entire night. A nice roll by Guthrie. Regardless, it'll be at the 48 for El Reno.
Ball rolls out to the 48-yard line. Indians take over.
5:47 to play here until halftime. Stay tuned. We'll have the first half highlights brought to you by Companion Health. We'll also look at the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update. Also sneak peek at the Guthrie High School marching band. Can tell you Del City leads Tulsa Hill 14-0. Coweta and Shawnee, good one, 14-7. The Coweta Tigers trying to stay unbeaten. They have a touchdown lead in Shawnee. The other big game up in Tulsa in 5A football. Pryor on the road at Claremore. A couple unbeaten teams there. Pryor has doubled up Claremore so far in that one, 16-8, as multiple flags down on the field. And to see if this will push El Reno back. Nope, this one's against Guthrie again.
Yeah, hit him with the freeze play. Come out on first down, get 5 easy ones, and put yourself in front of the chains, and use Guthrie's aggression on defense against them.
I hope it's not 26. He got caught earlier.
It's a host of
It was a host of Jays, yeah, a flock of Jays.
Flock of Jays.
1st and 5. Handoff, nope. Quarterback keeps it, punishes, but stays, feet moves forward, does Cook. Kellen Herzl with the tackle at the 41-yard line.
Guys down here on the sidelines listening to the coaches encourage that defense that we have practiced this all week, this freeze play, and trying to remind them what they were taught.
Yeah, there's a Brown thing. Don't move until it moves. I mean, and I know it drives Coach Woodard crazy because he does a ball drill on a stick every day of football practice and barks at those guys trying to get them draw them off sides. And
I mean,
you get in the game, it drives you nuts.
The offensive coordinator's hands are on his hips angrily from drilling that.
Ball to the 40. El Reno needed the 38. This one might be going backwards. This one's in the backfield. Mark Cisco, the official, the white hat that you see there on your screen, making sure the spot's correct before we move the football.
Chris, just so you know, I wasn't lying about my holding comment earlier.
Right.
Message from former offensive lineman Baylor Wilhelm.
He says, I remember it like it was yesterday. If you aren't holding, you aren't trying. Heard you on the TV. Good to see you doing good, Coach.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I do not make these things up.
That's awesome.
Just don't get called for it.
Right.
I've got a million Scotty-isms I've heard at my house over dinner tables for my kids.
Some of them probably they shouldn't have been talking about at dinner, Phil.
Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout with them. This is Blue Jay Football presented by F&M Bank.
Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
Since 2002, S&T Oilfield Services has delivered trusted, family-owned expertise from Texas to Arkansas to Wyoming. With over 2 decades of experience, a spotless safety record, and certified professionals, we provide customized flowback solutions you can count on. From completion to production, we put reliability, safety, and your success first. Schedule service today at 580-799-4428 or visit satoilfieldservice.com.
Second down 13 for the Blue Jays on top 14, or excuse me, for El Reno. Second down and 13. We had movie discussion during the break. Second down 13. El Reno needs a Guthrie 38 for the first down. Trying to get lined up properly here. Number 2.
This is a different look out of El Reno. The games I've watched, they've been in their double tight set with the wing, and now they're trying to spread it out a little bit.
Yeah, that didn't work. Loss of 4 on that one.
And I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the tailback for El Reno because he's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
But you're already seeing him. When you get smacked around a bunch early,
yeah, his mannerisms
are not very good right now.
Yeah. Well, Coach, when he gets the football, there's 3 Guthrie guys in the backfield already.
And you know, tailbacks want to do well. I mean, they're the guy that is a little bit off. I mean, on your offense, and you got to. I don't want to say coddle them, but they're a different character, and so they like to have room to run.
Trying to find room to run here is Grayson. He gets out near the original line of scrimmage.
I'm telling you, that's a good job by our defense because I've watched that kid on film take that play right there and house it.
Well, he runs hard.
Yeah.
You can see it on that. He's running hard.
We're about to have our 5th consecutive punt between these 2 ball clubs. Another 3 and out for El Reno. Low snap, more flags.
False start right here.
Flag on the play.
El Reno will go backwards.
Procedure against the Indians.
Guthrie got 3:39 to work with, as you see on your screen. All 3 timeouts to work with as well. If you love watching state championship baseball, Lance Evans, Connor Phillips, Ronnie Phillips, and myself will be at the Bricktown Ballpark with the Class A, B, and 2A state championships. So if you want to watch high school baseball, Bricktown Ballpark, looks like it's going to be great weather.
Glad you guys do. There's nothing else going on tomorrow
sports-wise. No, nothing I'm aware of. Good snap. Good job to get that one away. Takes the El Reno balance. Carlock's going to pick it up at the 8-yard line. There's about 5-6 El Reno Indians waiting to bring him down. He does get out across the 20-yard line. And the Blue Jay offense trying to get things going after have really been slowed down in the last multiple drives.
He did a great job of fielding that ball right there off the hop because that was not a clean hop. And so he did a real good job of gathering that up and getting him out of that hole right there.
Guthrie will get it at the 23-yard line.
Special teams, returners, or you talk about have to be wired a little different. When you think about it, everybody's watching you.
You've got your eyes up, looking for the football as there are 11 bodies running at you full speed.
To try to kill you.
That's correct.
I would guess your teammate, here's Elijah out across the 25. I would imagine your teammate P.J. Mills returned, that was Whitehorn. P.J. Mills, did he return punts for the Plainsmen?
I don't remember if P.J. did or not. I played with his brother Sean. P.J. was a senior when I was in 8th grade, so I played with his little brother Sean, who played at Southern Miss and then played with the Atlanta Falcons for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And he did return punts. And he was special. But PJ was too.
Spread formation here. Dana can't bring in the snap. He just has to jump on it just to save the possession. Lost back to the 25-yard line. Look, Dalen more than likely took his eye off the ball, trying to get the ball out. And as you see here on the replay.
He's got his eyes downfield looking for coverage. Looking at coverage, seeing where he wants to go with the football, and just didn't secure. Got to catch it first, and then let's get after it.
Good snap there by 6', Ethan Gilbert, the 6'1", 225-pound senior.
Yeah, snap was right on spot.
Yeah, he just took his eyes off of it before.
3rd down and 8. Guthrie in danger of another 3 and out. 5 receivers in the formation. Dalen, fastball, caught at the 30. They need to get to the 34 for a first down. They get to the 35. Owen Wilder will move the chains for the Jays.
You put a couple plays like that together back-to-back, all's forgiven, right? Get a drive going, getting some kind of rhythm. We talk about rhythm all the time, Scotty. It's so important to an offense to have a good rhythm. Just everything flows so much better.
Yeah, and then when you get into starting to get a penalty, and then it just you can knock that out real quick, and it's tough sometimes to get it back.
There's Darion, nothing there, flag. This one's going away down anyway. Might as well save some time, and Darion goes down. There's a late hit.
Yep.
So we're going to offset here because they're going to call hold on us and personal foul late hit on them. Let's do her again.
You'll see the – there you go.
I didn't like it as a hold, but the guy's, he's standing behind him, and so I could see where that looked like a hold.
Right there.
But that's late.
Yeah, that might if we can maybe look at that one more time. If that's college football, that I don't know if he led with the crown. That, of course, that's college football, but I don't know if number 9.
It was his shoulder.
Shoulder? Okay.
Yeah, I saw more shoulder.
Yeah, guys, that big number
Right
54
here.
on the defensive line has been a problem all night for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, no, they got the old helmet in there, too.
Yeah, if this was college football, he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean, 54, he's a good-looking kid.
Yeah, he's getting a
Big,
lot of
thick.
penetration every time in the backfield. They're trying to kick him out and deal with him, but he's been a problem.
And I'll bet you money he wrestles.
Good chance.
54, Tristan Eldridge, a junior, 6'2", 270. So after all that, the ball is marked at the 40, so Guthrie gets 5 positive yards. So it will be – so we have first down, we have second down on the field, we have first down on the scoreboard, we have first down on our clock, on our scoreboard. It is first down. Good job by the camera crew to pick that up, as well as the game officials.
Correction to first down.
So it is first down and 5. 1:32 till halftime. Still all 3 timeouts for Guthrie. Dalen has time. Fastball caught by Maddox Vaughn. He's had a good game. He's at midfield. Slips a tackle up to the 48-yard line. Guthrie will hurry to the line of scrimmage. Clock now stops at 1:17.
Great play by Maddox. The only thing you want him to do right there is get out of bounds.
Right.
Yeah.
Get out of bounds, stop the clock, get everything lined up the way you want it, get your play called.
18-yard reception. Guthrie not calling a timeout here. 67 seconds. Clock continues to run here. Guthrie's wasting a lot of time here. Still haven't got the play in. Now it's in. Down to 53 seconds. Valuable time lost. Dalen pumps. Nothing there. And he will go back down at the 47. Now you got to call a timeout here. Guthrie uses their 1 of 3. So it'll be second down. We will take a timeout. 45 seconds left till the half. This Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
You spoke. Chuck Hall listened. In the state senate, Chuck Hall is delivering real conservative results. He cuts taxes, invested in our schools, and funded the largest investment directed to county road and bridge improvements in state history. Chuck Hall defends Oklahoma values: faith, freedom, family, and our way of life. Senator Chuck Hall, your voice, your values, your conservative fighter.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
45 seconds till halftime, presented by Senator Chuck Hall. Guthrie, 2 timeouts with the ball at the 47-yard line. Second down play. Guthrie had a opening on the first drive, had a touchdown, and then the first play in the second quarter had a touchdown. So they've gone a little ways without a touchdown. See if they can get a score here before half. Second down and 10. Dalen with the snap. 3 receivers on the bottom of the formation. Nothing there. Throws it at the last second. Wide open. Watson gets out of bounds. They'll pin on the spot on the first down. Stops the clock with 39.
That's a good job right there. Dalen, by avoiding the rush, stepping up, and kind of had a weird jump throwing angle, but he completed the pass, and we get out of bounds. So good play right there.
9 yards, so it'll be third down and 1. Plenty of time on the play clock, 22 seconds. 2 receivers each side with the halfback on the right side. D. Rice, the junior quarterback, goes downfield, wants it all with Watson. Feet tangled, no flag on the play. Looked like good coverage. Maybe the feet got tangled up, and now it's 4th down and 1. 8th play of the drive upcoming.
Got 2 timeouts left right here. Go get your first down.
Yeah, you can run the football if you want to.
Take a timeout if you need to. If not, get 2 plays called. line down, run 2 plays in a row, get your first down, and then have a play already called. And whether or not they have package plays, I don't know. But the main thing right here is to get the first down.
And we have whistles before the snap, and it's going to be an offsides on El Reno. That's a huge play. Fresh set of downs for Guthrie.
Offsides.
Yeah,
about time we freeze them.
Yeah, big play for Guthrie there, big penalty. Now, Scotty, situated. You're up in the booth. You got the headset on. What are you doing?
Call your play. Get your play called right now.
Yeah.
And you know, get into a formation, get into something that you have multiple looks out of, that you don't have to keep running guys back and forth across the field, and get your best couple of plays called right here.
Maddox, Jason, Owen on the left side. Dalen,
little
screen. Nice job by El Reno to see that one. Rainwater with the reception as he's tackled at the 30-yard line. Timeout taken. Ronnie, do we need another break? All right, we'll take our final break until halftime. This Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
For over 17 years, Jason Reese at Reese Appliance Repair has been the trusted name in our community when it comes to keeping your home appliances running smoothly. From refrigerators and washers to dryers and stoves, Jason provides expert repair services without the high prices of big-name companies.
Hi, I'm Jason Reese.
And I'm Marsha Reese.
And this is our son, Brayson Reese, and we are the owners of Reese's Appliance Repair. Call us for all your appliance needs, 405-819-8293.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
9th play of the drive upcoming for the Blue Jays. It started at their own 23-yard line. They made it to the El Reno 29, trying to get their second score here in quarter number 2. Dalen Rice, 2 receivers to the left of him. He looks to the right, though. He pumps, and he's hit from behind. The pass is incomplete. Obviously, Dalen didn't see him coming from behind, and it will be 3rd down.
Good effort there by the El Reno kid. I think it was number 27 I saw.
Grant First, the 6-foot, 215-pound sophomore.
Yeah.
Elijah Smith, the running back in there. You certainly think he's in there to block for Dalen unless they slip him out in the backfield. They've done a few times tonight. 3rd down and 6. Guthrie still has a timeout. There's a pass cut and out of bounds. And around the 25-yard line, Jace Rainwater with another reception. They're going to get him down at the 24 on play number 10 of this drive.
So 4th and about 1. So now you got a decision to make.
Guthrie does have 1 timeout, so 18 seconds as you see. Almost feel like you got to run the football and just to have a chance to do something, and that's what Guthrie does. And Dalen will be at the 21-yard line and get to the line of scrimmage and spike it maybe. Of course, this is going to help.
You can spike or you got 1 timeout. So if you want to, I mean, you can spike right here if you get the first down, and then you've got probably 1 play to take a shot, and then, you know, I don't know what our range is on our kicker, but whether or not you're going to bring in a field goal kicker.
Ball's marked at the 22, and Guthrie will spike the ball now with 9 seconds. So, Coach, 1 play to maybe do something before maybe a field goal?
Yeah, you want to take a shot to the end zone, or, you know, you can always just try to get closer for a field goal, but you have got to get out of bounds.
You're at the 22?
22.
Well, I guess we still got a timeout, though, don't we?
Got a timeout left.
You can throw the ball in the middle of the field if you want to.
Phil, I'm trying to recall. I don't remember a field goal this year.
What you don't want to do is take a sack.
Yeah. 2nd down, 10. Dalen, here's the pressure. In trouble. And he's going to be sacked well beyond the 25, and 1 second left.
Coach got the time in on.
Yeah, got the time out there, and so Guthrie will have a Hail Mary to go with here as Dalen sacked. We'll keep it here.
Timeout on the field with 1 second left. Timeout, Blue Jays.
want to say real quickly, the FFA with the well-known pork chop dinner, 4-H and FFA Booster Club having the pork chop dinner. Win your chance at Kubota RTV 520. Phil's put 25 tickets in, so best of luck to you.
Tonight.
Saturday, November 8th. Saturday, November 8th from 5 to 7. Of course, it's at the Logan County Fairgrounds. You can win that RTV just by putting in a $25 ticket. The drawing will be held during the dinner. And second and third place runner-up gets a Yeti cooler. So here's the best part of winning the Kubota is really cool. But how about the dinner? $10 a meal, includes pork chop, salad, green beans, bread, dessert, drink. You can do this in-person seating. It's a packed house every year. I also have drive-through pickup that is fast and efficient. So find a member of the Guthrie 4-H or FFA Booster Club, and I promise you they will take care of you with your tickets for your chance to win that Kubota or the Yeti. If you do lose like Phil has for 27 consecutive years, you still get a great meal out of it. Oh my! Look at this.
I don't eat there anymore. I'll carry it. Last time I ate there, our house burned down.
44-yard field goal try.
Now it's going to be a 39-yard field goal try, unless we jump, which I don't think we did.
He's pointing defense.
Yep.
20 just walked up and didn't stop.
Now, the last thing that was said in that huddle is, boys, this ball's live.
Yes.
If something bad happens, the ball is live. It can be returned. So be paying attention right here and protect. And get the ball
boys, Zaylen Creed has come in, freshman, to kick that football.
Zaylen Creed, the younger brother of Yogi Creed. And now El Reno takes a timeout. And we'll keep it here. So we talked a lot about Yogi Creed. Now Zaylen Creed will get his chance. Of course, you see the commercials with Paul Creed, their father.
Yeah.
One of the best, if not the best, garage door.
Did my garage
door. Did mine as well. I had to buy a brand new one, and he put it in and made it look easy. And so you see the commercials ran, and we highly suggest. I couldn't suggest. If you have an appliance deal, it's Jason Reese. If you have a garage door issue, it is Paul Creed. There's no doubt. And two great men as well.
Well, honest as the day is long and responsive, take good care of their customers, do what they say they're going to do when they say they're going to do it. It's a good thing. I'm thinking about young Zaylen here. Freshman, first varsity football appearance, in the hat. Now, this is a benefit, though. He's a freshman, so he doesn't really understand what he's in here, right?
No.
I mean, he's just like, okay, I'm going to go kick the ball.
There's nobody said anything to this kid. Go out and kick. Hey, field goal.
Let's
That's
go
it.
kick it.
That's all he's heard.
Yeah, let's go kick it.
He does it every day in practice. That's what Coach told him. You do this every day in practice.
So the ball's at the 29, so it's a 39-yard field goal try.
I tell you what, boys, you want your shot. Here it is.
Yeah.
Put it down the middle, buddy.
Your first varsity kick from 39 yards. That's good. The hold is good. Got good distance on it, but it's going to be to the left, and a pretty good effort on a 39-yard field goal for a freshman coach.
Yeah, that's pretty good effort right there. He just pushed it a little bit to the left, pulled it a little bit to the left. He had enough leg, I think, that if he would have got it there, it would have just snuck over the bar. But,
that's all right. That's good experience for that kid.
Yeah.
Good experience.
There you see the Blue Jays run off into the baseball locker room on top 14-0. We'll break down the first half. We'll also have the Guthrie High School marching band as well. We made it to halftime. Guthrie 14, El Reno 0. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Countless people in the community that have been coming to Strive as clients are seeing real changes in their lives for the better.
We're all about getting to the root cause of your health issues. We're proactive instead of reactive. We have weight loss medications like semaglutide, tirzepatide, and lipomino skinny shots, IV hydration, infrared saunas, cold plunge, 4D massage chairs, and our newest technologies, the M-Cella chair for urinary incontinence and M-Sculpt Neo body contouring increases muscle by 25% and decreases fat by 30%. Check us out at StriveWellnessLounge.com.
Where some saw a pickle,
we saw a masterpiece. A Sonic Smasher with Grillo's Pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a Pickle Rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say in life, you gotta look for the rainbows. It's right here in our new Rainbow Slush, a delicious prism of lemonade, strawberries, and blue raspberry. Discover Flavorista favorites in the Sonic app.
You want to live free?
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
Welcome back. The future, hey, that's Kylie Little. Future Guthrie cheerleader. There's a bunch of them. We'll show you a bunch of them here in a second. Welcome into the halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall. It's always cool. You're always looking. Oh, I found mine. Nope, that's not. I'm looking for my neighbor. There's a bunch of them out there. The camera guys can be fair to everybody. There we go. It is some great young cheerleaders getting ready to perform with the high school cheerleaders as Guthrie leads it here at halftime 14-0. Hopefully you find your favorite cheerleader. I'm searching as well. I'm looking for Elizabeth Hamilton's who I'm looking for. I know she's down there somewhere, but look at all those young faces. Good to see them out here. I got to tell you, the cheerleading program, high school all the way down the first grade, have really had great numbers and a great experience over the last several years here in Guthrie. So a lot of great faces here, and they're about to cheer. And I can talk a little bit about Blue Jay football here in just a second, but I will pipe down a little bit so we can hear their cheer here in a few moments. Reno got the football first to begin the ball game, went for it on fourth down near midfield, turned it over on downs, gave Guthrie the football at the 47-yard line, and Guthrie only needed 2 plays, a completion to Maddox Vaughn, and then a completion to Jason Rainwater for a 39-yard touchdown reception. Here's a cheer. Nice job there with the first cheer in the book. I think we might have maybe one more from the youth cheer. Coming up here, we'll have the Guthrie High School marching band performance as well. Guthrie led 7-0, as I mentioned earlier, with that 2-play drive, and there's the band performing there. So trying to keep it here as long as possible. We've got to get a couple of breaks in, so we'll let them cheer, and then the band will give way, and we'll take a break in between that. We want to get this last dance in here. Real quickly, I can let you know Guthrie scored their second touchdown on the very first play in the second quarter. Maddox Vaughn with a 3-yard touchdown reception. So Guthrie on the first 2 drives had 14 points and had a 14-0 lead with almost a full second quarter to go, but have not scored since then. We'll get the reason why, as both teams have really come on defensively nicely in the second quarter. We get Coach Mick's thoughts here in just a little bit later on. But that is the young cheerleaders. Congratulations to them. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it's the Guthrie High School Marching Band. This is the halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall.
Interbank is proud to stand behind every athlete, every team, and every fan this season. We're more than a bank. We're your neighbors, friends, and fans. Whether it's personal or business banking, Interbank is proud to help our neighbors achieve their financial goals every day. Located just blocks from the Rock. Come and see us at 224 East Oklahoma or call us at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Where some saw a pickle, we saw a masterpiece. A Sonic Smasher with Grillo's pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a pickle-rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Delicioussement.
They say in life, you gotta look for the rainbows. It's right here in our new Rainbow Slush, a delicious prism of lemonade, strawberries, and blue raspberry. Discover Flavorista favorites in the Sonic app.
You wanna live free?
Since 2002, S&T Oilfield Services has delivered trusted, family-owned expertise from Texas to Arkansas to Wyoming. With over 2 decades of experience, a spotless safety record, and certified professionals, we provide customized flowback solutions you can count on. From completion to production, we put reliability, safety, and your success first. Schedule service today at 580-799-4428 or visit satoilfieldservice.com.
I've known John for a long time. I like the fact that I can drive into the Autoplex and I know I'm going to get greeted by a courteous salesperson that's really there to help me. Not to pressure me to buy a car, but to help me. I've sent a lot of people to John. They make you feel like they were very, very glad you bought a car from John Vance.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Escorted by
Welcome back inside the halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall. Glad to have him on the broadcast once again for the first time this season, hopefully for a while here, as the Blue Jay senior band members being introduced here in front of the Guthrie crowd. So we have not missed the performance yet. We'll have that here in just a second as the seniors are being introduced. Look at, I mentioned those 2 touchdown drives by Guthrie on the first 2 drives. Reno turned it over downs, and then they punt, and then Guthrie had that second touchdown to go on top 14-0. After that, punt, missed field goal at the half as defenses have come on strong here in the second quarter to make it only a 2-score lead at halftime for the Blue Jays.
Well, El Reno's done a really nice job defensively, making some adjustments, getting pressure up front. Scotty, you talked about that in about halfway through the second quarter, where they were just beating our kids to the point of contact on the line. And, you know, and like Scotty said, it starts with the big boys up front. If they're not getting their jobs done, none of the quote-unquote skilled kids, which I hate that, they're all skilled, but, you know, they don't have an opportunity to do what they do.
No, you got to – you're exactly right, Phil. You got to get off the football up front. And I feel like just watching, I feel like they played a little bit harder than we did on a couple of series.
Yeah.
And then that last probably series and a half, offensive line did a better job of establishing themselves and kind of getting their heads back around. But I'll tell you something else that happened was Reno started off in a 4-man front, and we handled it pretty well. Then they switched defenses and went back to what they traditionally run, which is Okie, which is what we run on defense. So if you're looking out there and you're looking at El Reno's defense, it looks eerily similar to the one that Coach Beebe runs weekly. And so, you know, sometimes whenever you get a change like that with the offensive line, it takes a couple of series for them to kind of figure out what they're doing. And okay, here, you know, I got to change this angle. You know, we got to. This isn't now our point of attack, and it also takes the coaches a minute. You know, hey, what are they doing to us? You know, where are we leaking at? And so that's what they're in there doing right now. Guthrie staff has traditionally been extremely good at making halftime adjustments.
Yeah.
And so they're in there right now, and they're motivating who needs to be motivated, and they are changing. You know, as a play caller, you go in with, I'm going to run these plays against this defensive front if this is what I get. And I'm going to run these plays against this defense. You have certain things that you like against certain defenses, and so they're in there digging out right now, hey, what do we like against this? And and they'll come back out and play the second half and see what they do.
Guthrie leads at 14-0. Come back with the Guthrie High School Marching Band. This is Blue Jay football at halftime, presented by Senator Chuck Hall.
Companion Healthcare is a top provider of home health, hospice, and private home care services in Oklahoma. If you've experienced an injury, illness, or hospital stay, then Companion Home Health can help you in your recovery with skilled nursing care and rehab therapies. The Companion Hospice team provides gentle care for the patient and meaningful support for the whole family. They are a Guthrie family-owned business with years of experience and trust caring for the people in our own community. Loyal supporters of Guthrie Bluejays sports.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays!
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fine performance from majors Peyton Edberg, Kendrick Fair Rose, and Brianna Powell, and the Guthrie High School Marching Band. One more time for
At Hayes Funeral Home, we take great pride in caring for our families and community and have committed to providing you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. Honoring your loved one is our top priority, and part of that is assisting you to help deal with the grief during difficult times. Everyone's needs are different, and for that reason, families can entrust their loved ones' wishes to our family. We have a wide range of resources to support you not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. Visit them online today at hayesfh.com.
You spoke, Chuck Hall listened. In the state Senate, Chuck Hall is delivering real conservative results. He cuts taxes, invested in our schools, and passed the toughest anti-illegal immigration law in the nation. Standing shoulder to shoulder with President Trump, Chuck Hall defends Oklahoma values: faith, freedom, family, and our way of life. Senator Chuck Hall, your voice, your values, your conservative fighter.
For over 17 years, Jason Reese at Reese Appliance Repair has been the trusted name in our community when it comes to keeping your home appliances running smoothly. From refrigerators and washers to dryers and stoves, Jason provides expert repair services without the high prices of big-name companies.
Hi, I'm Jason Reese.
And I'm Marsha Reese.
And this is our son, Brayson Reese, and we are the owners of Reese's Appliance Repair. Call us for all your appliance needs, 405-819-8293.
Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
I have brought you here today to beg you to call Red River Roofing. They have the best trained staff in the state. The Red River sales consultants are experts that make sure every single roof is 100% waterproof.
I appreciate all your hard work.
Please save your questions for the end. In closing, call Red River today for your free inspection.
I'm convinced.
Red River Roofing. Even the kid gets it.
And welcome back to the halftime show here, presented by Senator Chuck Hall. Blue Jays with a 14-0 lead. Impact halftime show there. You had the cheerleaders, high school and youth cheerleaders. Nice performance there by the Guthrie High School Marching Band, who will be performing at OBA on October 25th. So best of luck to the Blue Jays. They still got some time. I went to the softball regional championship last night. On my way home, they were out there working on the concrete behind the high school. So they continue to work hard in the mornings and afternoons and in evening times now. So best of luck to them, October 25th at OBA. Got some first half stats here. Big thank you to Rob Hudson with these stats, longtime statistician for the Guthrie Blue Jays. And we just have the first numbers here. First down wise, Guthrie has the edge there, 8-3. Total rushing yards, Guthrie 117, El Reno held to 12. Passing for El Reno, 2 of 5 for 29 yards. Guthrie, 11 of 18 passing for 154 yards. Penalties, Guthrie has 7 for 65, El Reno 5 for 40, but 154-29, the total yard advantage for the Blue Jays. You would think the lead would be just a touch more than 14-0 looking at the numbers.
Well, that's what it feels like, right? I mean, it feels like we're up 28-0, something like that, but up 2 scores. Blue Jays get the ball to start the second half, see if the offense, I'm sure they made some adjustments.
S&T Oilfield Services kickoff is underway. Caught inside the 30 was their fair catch called for. Blue Jay says, I didn't do it, but we saw it up here. And that's Jace Rainwater trying to not get hit, but then say, I have more room than I thought. But it is down at the 30-yard line, Blue Jay football.
Tried to sneak one in there. Nothing wrong with that.
Baseball players, that's what they do.
Well, they're tricky.
Jace Rainwater, 4-year starter for the Jays on the diamond. Ball's at the 30-yard line. Owen Wilder, his longtime teammate. Line up out there with him. Kellen Herzl also on the baseball team. Clayton Carey will be on the baseball team. So well-represented baseball team here on the gridiron. Dalen will keep the football, and he might get back to the line of scrimmage.
Scott, what did you see up front on that play?
It's that extra defensive lineman on the backside. He's an unaccounted for guy, and he just came down, squeezed it, and just took a little bit long to deal with the mesh point and get going.
Does it help that this Guthrie offense goes up against this Okie defense all the time in practice?
Well, right now they're sitting in their 40 front again. And so this is a little bit different look, but, it's just that.
Second down and 9 is now going to be third down and 9. No gain on the reception for Zane Thomas.
Yeah, I'm real impressed with the adjustments El Reno's made defensively against the Blue Jays. I mean, they're beating us, to the point of attack, Scotty.
Yeah, we got to get a rhythm going, and we got to get out of long yardage situations on the second, third. Got to get in front of the chains, and right now we're having a hard time doing that.
They will give him a 1-yard pickup there, so it's third down and 8 for the Blue Jay offense. Mari Watson into motion. Dalen goes to that side. It's caught, and it's going to be more than a first down needed. Maddox Vaughn with the reception at the 43-yard line.
So that's the counter to it right there. Right. Catch the ball, get it out of your hand right now.
Yeah, and a good job by Maddox. He took that big shot, that same play earlier across the middle. We'll get 5 cheap ones here, but good job by Maddox. Shows a lot of his toughness going back across the middle again, securing that first down.
We always talk about the different running backs that Guthrie has, but really Dalen's done a good job of moving the football with the receivers. Yep. Maddox and Jace with multiple receptions. Owen Wilder has a big reception as well.
It feels like that's what Reno's saying. We're going to give you the pass. Go complete the passes.
Yeah, you're not going to run the football.
Right, you're not going to run the football.
Now they're back in Okie again.
Okie meaning that 5 front there. Couple linebackers in there. That means the DBs are a one-on-one. Zane Thomas breaks a tackle. He has a first down and a whole lot more across the 35 to the 30. Gets a big block. He's headed to the end zone on a 52-yard touchdown run.
No flags.
That's what Zane brings to the table. The kid's got incredible speed. He gets an opening. He's going to go. There's not too many that can be able to run him down, but that's his real weapon. Great job overall by Zane getting on the board again this week, Chris.
There you see the celebrated Jays on the sideline. Strive Wellness Lounge PAT trying to make this a 21-0 ball game. Kick goes over Harrison Avenue. It's up and good. Hey, Winston, Oklahoma's open, and the Blue Jays are feeling good. 21-0, 10:04 to play here in the third quarter. It's Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Founded in 2009, Terra Insure Group exists to serve the residents of Guthrie and the surrounding communities by delivering quality insurance coverage at the fairest possible rate. TIG isn't captive to one single carrier. The staff at Terra Insure Group, Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, Lisa Engel, Sarah Bowling, and Libby Wano, offer over 100 years of combined insurance experience. Call 405-293-4880 or visit them online at tigok.com.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
Well, the Blue Jays scored on their opening drive in the first half, and now they score on their opening drive here in the second half. 21-0. We'll have that John Vance Miller scoring summary after our S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. Nice start for the Blue Jays here as the hamburger smoke rolls across Jelsma Stadium. Here's the kick, right to left. Fielded at the 13-yard line. This is Grayson, the running back, trying to get that edge. Coach Mick talked about that edge. It has been good for him. Not tonight for Guthrie. Guthrie's done a good job as he's out of bounds and around the 30-yard line. Here is the John Vance Mutter scoring summary. Zane Thomas from 52 yards out to put off a nice drive of 4 plays, 70 yards. Nice drive there by Zane Thomas on our Integrity Heat and Air replay. It is pink out here in Guthrie. And now the El Reno offense trying to stay within striking distance of this Blue Jay. Dangerous time here for the Indians.
And we need to go out and get a stop right here, get the ball back, and then keep your offense in a rhythm.
Ball's at the 29-yard line to begin this drive for El Reno. It'll be the quarterback, Cook, going across the 30, right at the 30, maybe the 31, a 2-yard pickup. Brings up second down. There's the pink out. Here when it gets dark time here, maybe for senior night, maybe a first-round playoff game, they can turn those lights to red, white, and blue for the national anthem. That'd be kind of cool to watch once it is dark time. Do note, the time change is November 2nd this year.
It'll be dark at 3:48 p.m.
I love it.
You do?
Standard time.
I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
Oh.
This is what's going to end it. Everything we've been through.
Can't believe I'm going to say this, but I agree with you, Phil.
I know.
My thing is it's
you know
cold
what?
outside.
I changed my mind.
What are you going to do outside?
You're back with him?
I'm jumping ship. I'm going with Coach Mick.
That's my whole thing is it's cold. Like, what are you going to do? Like, everybody says, oh, well, there's an hour to – what are you going outside when it's freezing cold? Because I've seen this town when it's freezing cold, and nobody's going outside. Everybody's on Facebook griping about how cold it is.
No one gripes on Facebook. You're making things up now. I can't take you serious.
No, now you're back with me, right?
I'm back on.
Yeah,
forget that shit. I don't like
crazy
that.
Talk.
That shit
Crazy
is
talk.
Crazy
talk. All I know is that I'll be home when it changes, and I'll look up, and it feels like it's 10:30, and it's 6:14.
I just don't like driving to work in the dark.
Ball after the penalty on El Reno at the 26. And Grayson, there's another flag away from the ball. Grayson, boy, he runs hard. And he's tackled at the 35-yard line, but there is a flag down. I think this one might be coming against the El Reno Indians.
Yeah, I think that's going to come back. You saw what we talked about. He does run hard. He runs very, very hard.
Yeah, he does. I don't know if I want to get in front of him.
He's 6'3", 190, Chris.
Yeah.
Big kid.
Yeah.
So the penalty will back it up to around the 17-yard line. 2 penalties on this drive. As the ball's at I'm thinking that's the 17, and you get to the 39. 39 minus 17 is second down and 22, maybe 23, depending on the spot over there. Regardless, it's a long way to go, and Cook, the quarterback, will just run with it, and he might have gotten back. Yeah, he got right back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be a third down play for El Reno. Both teams getting a little bit chippy.
Here's where you got to be smart, though. You don't want to do anything that's going to cost your football team.
Right.
And also, you're in the middle of district play, so if you get ejected, you're sitting 2 games, and you don't want to be doing that. So everybody talk to their own teammate, get in the freaking huddle, and play football.
2 games would be Western Heights and Carl Albert.
You don't want to miss the
Altus. Western Heights Altus
game either.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we're going, especially on the defensive side.
Western Heights at senior night. Third down, 23 for the El Reno Indians. Trying to stay close within the Jays, but Cook just slips on the natural turf here at Jelsma Stadium. And it's back at the 11-yard line. And El Reno, I think, Coach Wright, they've gone to turf? The artificial stuff at Memorial Stadium?
Yes, I do believe that.
I think that's right. Not very many turf fields out there remain. By the way, this turf is fantastic. I mean, as you see on your screen, it's beautiful. So there's no dew or water on the field. Just lost his footing as this is a low line drive punt picked up by Carlock on the near side, and he'll lower the shoulder and get across the 30-yard line. He ran that one back hard. They're going to mark him down at the 28-yard line. Great field position for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, great field position. I love how Carlock, he finishes every play angry. I mean, he plays hard on every play. Just a really, really good little football player. But Blue Jays on the 28, Chris, 27-yard line, 28-yard line. And
best spot on the entire night.
Scotty, you draw up a pass play here, first down, see what you can do?
This was whenever I was calling, you get inside the 30, and that's your trick. To me, that's your trick play. I always like trick plays inside the 30. I don't know why, but it just seemed like, if we had one set up, that's where we dialed it.
Good trick play here by Rice as he gets up to the 18-yard line. Sean, that return by Carlock was right in front of you.
Yeah, and it was a hit. You know, he had every opportunity to step out of bounds, and I think he just wanted to make the hit and get 2 yards.
Guthrie gets 10 yards. They quickly get to the line of scrimmage, but now Dalen will check the sideline to get the play call from his coaching staff. Blue Jays will flop left side to right side. Owen, Maddox, and Jace. Well, they run to the right side. Between the tackles, Elijah gets to the 15-yard line, picks up 3 yards. Second down 7, coming up on the midway point of quarter number 3. Guthrie with a first quarter score, a second quarter score, and now a third quarter score.
Brings up second down for the Blue Jays.
Phil, I just got a text from young Greg Hudson that says,
oh, boy.
It says, I can tell that you don't have cows because it sucks to be feeding cows in the dark in the evening.
Exactly. Thank you.
You know,
Hudson
guys,
kids, those are smart kids.
Sean, you know all about this. Tell us.
Well, when you leave the house at dark and then you get home from wrestling practice in the dark and you go 4 or 5 months like that, it's miserable. So this time of year, at least there's some daylight.
Jalen Rice, he's not feeling miserable. He finds Chase Rainwater for the second time tonight. Touchdown, Blue Jays.
Yeah, great pass, great catch. You know, the Blue Jays obviously halftime went in and said, hey, guys, we need to settle down, get some things going up front.
Yeah.
You know, and great job.
Here's what we're going to do. Go execute it.
Jace's second touchdown tonight puts Guthrie on top 27-0, trying to make it 28-0 with the Strive Wellness Lounge PAT. Snap, hold, kick, whistle. Flag. Yeah, I think Reno.
Yeah, they're getting chirpy.
Yep, they are. We'll check out the penalty here before we go to break. I think this is going to be unsportsmanlike, and we're headed to a against El Reno. We'll take a timeout. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Fourth touchdown of the night. Extra point was good. 28-0 is your score. We'll get that updated on our scoreboard. After our S&T Oilfield Services kickoff, we will have another John Vance Motor scoring summary. Blue Jays with back-to-back scoring drives to begin quarter number 2. And we can show you the John Vance Motor scoring summary right now. Jace Rainwater with his second touchdown of the night. Dalen put it right on the numbers. Great catch.
Yeah. Great route, great catch, great job up front. That's what you want to see.
Had a lot. He had a great catch, great celebration. You had the Guthrie flag. You had the cheerleaders. You had the student section. That was a good shot by our camera crew. Big thank you to our crew tonight. Justin Seabolt, his first home game of the season. Wager Silvas and Lance Evans, our camera crew tonight. Can't thank them enough. So the 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty, Guthrie will kick it off. It's returned from the 20-yard line on the near side all the way to the far side. About a 3-yard return on the S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. And we have another flag down. We have an El Reno helmet off. And
I think this one's going on us. Maybe.
You know, guys, before we went on break, the referee on my side of the field reached in his little pocket, grabbed his walkie-talkie, and told the other guys that number 27 from El Reno is getting a little chippy, guys. Keep your eye on him.
And, Sean, that's the one who has helmet was taken off and ran off the field without picking up his helmet. That's the first, if you just kind of look up and see I missed what happened, but he ran off. It looked like he would be the guilty party if it goes against El Reno. But Coach Mick is correct. It does go against Guthrie, and it will be 15 yards. So, yeah.
I'm going to say without seeing it, retaliation.
We just missed it.
The second guy always gets caught.
We can maybe back it up. It happened around the 38-yard line. Ronnie will back it up here, and we might need to get it here on the next play. But we will get a better look at that on our wide shot. And so we will set up camp for El Reno at the 40-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. Coach Dunn over at Carl Albert always talks about it. He'll look at the 17 different camera angles that we have. Coach or Cook will get to the 40-yard line. So, Coach Dunn, this is for you. Well, I think we might have missed it at before. Yeah, I think it might have been a little bit before that as well. We can just back it up about 8 seconds before that, and then just let it play out. Rowan's like, we really don't need to look at this again.
I don't know what you guys are doing. What are you doing? You're killing me.
Because if Coach Beebe's camera crew don't get it, then unfortunately we will get it, Rowan. Second down 9. Good read by Cook. If he had handed that off, it would have been a loss. He gets up to the 44-yard line. Okay, so we're telling Rowan's going to get hit from behind. So here's the kickoff. It's going to be in around the 38-yard line. Right there, Rowan gets hits in the back, takes him down like a wrestler does, and then olays him. So once again, guys, the second guy gets caught.
Second guy gets caught. Now that doesn't mean start it.
Right.
I'm going on the record. I'm okay with what Rowan did.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
No, I know that. I know.
I'm not saying bad or worse.
I'm
just saying the second guy always gets caught.
I think if here's more flags.
Jeez.
Wow. I think if the officials had our replay, they would say probably offsetting both flags on both guys.
Right.
And it's Sean just told us that the officials saying we need to watch out for El Reno 27, and on the next play he's involved on the play.
Well, it was a blatant block in the back.
Yeah. Personal foul, face mask, Guthrie. And so now this is we're kind of talking about flags and retaliation. Just need to come back and as we check out the face mask here. Cooper, nope. Gamble, nope.
35.
Yeah,
just nothing.
No.
Just reached and came up with face mask. There's nothing.
Coach Mick, do you think that possibly in the locker room, coaches are trying to fire this El Reno team up and, you got to go out and play hard and play with all you got? You think that has anything to do with just kind of this aggression they're coming out with?
No, well, sometimes, but I think it more has to do with we're getting beat 28-0, and I'm tired of getting hit.
Yeah.
Sometimes just frustration. Sometimes, and especially late in the year, we always used to, you beat a team, you start beating a team in the playoffs especially, and you get to that fourth quarter, and then you go, hey, we're playing football next week, and they're not.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So no matter what happens, get in the huddle and keep your mouth shut.
And
so it's just frustration.
And El Reno's lost 4 in a row.
Right.
Yeah.
Frustration.
Tough deal.
As we mentioned in the pregame show, El Reno's going through the toughest part of their schedule. They'll have a fighting chance in their final 4 games of the year to maybe find a playoff spot. Nice little passing catch here, caught and down at the 39-yard line.
In football, man, it's a collision sport. You're basically in controlled chaos down there.
Yeah.
And then you mix in, you're dealing with 15 to 18, 19-year-old
kids. A little high.
Somebody says something, somebody does something. It's awful easy to say, well, why did he do that? Well, in the heat of the battle, things happen.
I can tell you, I think El Reno, I really think of El Reno basketball, boys and girls. They got some outstanding programs. The girls have won state championship games, and the boys are there every single season. As a couple of Blue Jays slow to get up. Is that Blaine or Gamble? Yeah, Gamble holding a right knee. And so medical team will come out on the field. We'll take a timeout here with 3:26 to play in quarter number 3. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Need a garage door expert you can trust? Meet Paul Creed, Guthrie born and raised, and the owner of A-Team Overhead Door. With over 25 years of experience, Paul is Guthrie's go-to pro for garage door installation, service, and repair. From simple fixes to brand new installs, residential or commercial, the A-Team has you covered. Call 405-642-7065 or email ateamoverheaddoor@gmail.com. A-Team Overhead Door, the varsity choice for all your overhead door needs.
Hey Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
Blue Jay medical team and coaching staff out on the field with Gamble Smith, and Gamble gave everyone a scare a couple weeks ago. Went down with an injury, had to go via ambulance. He was able to be discharged in the early morning hours, as it was really a precautionary deal, but this one feels like it might be a little bit more serious now. This is a knee injury. Earlier, a couple weeks ago, was a upper body injury, which is always scary, but again, that was precautionary, and he was later released and actually played the following week. But Gamble in a lot of pain here as the medical team continues to help him. Looks like a couple of his buddies are going to come out here and help get him off the field here in a little bit when he's able to get there. But
yeah, they're out there doing. I mean, they're checking ACL right now. Yeah. ACL, MCL, PCL, LCL. You know, when you play defensive line or offensive line, sometimes you get rolled up on, and it's part of the game, and it's terrible.
And we do want to let everyone know he did get rolled up from behind by a teammate. There was nothing dirty. We were talking about penalties earlier. There's nothing dirty here. We watched the replay. Don't need to show you guys what happened, but it was just a teammate from behind and went in to make a tackle and just landed in the leg area of Gamble. So with that, as they continue to tend to Gamble, we'll take another timeout. 3rd down and 7 when we return action. Guthrie on top, 28-0. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At home, the office, or your commercial building, you want a professional roofing contractor you can trust. Red River Roofing Siding and Windows has been the Oklahoma leader in residential and commercial roof repair, maintenance, and replacement for over 2 decades. Partnering with the best manufacturers to offer the best roofing systems with the best warranty protection and the best financing plan in the industry. Avoid the high volume of underqualified, untrained contractors and call Red River Roofing Siding and Windows today.
Tina and Stefan and the entire staff, they are who you see them be. I mean, they're genuine people. They care about people. They've spent their entire lives in healthcare.
I can honestly say I'm 65 years old, and I'm probably in the best health I've been in my whole life, to be honest with you. And it's thanks to Stefan and his staff here, because everything they've done for me is just worked tremendously.
I just highly recommend Strive to anybody who's wanting to see a real improvement in their overall health, to be quite frank, their quality of life.
There you see the bottom of your screen. Gamble Smith helped off by a couple of teammates, not putting any weight on that left leg. So Gamble Smith, one of the toughest ones on that football field. So hopefully he will be okay and can return somewhere down the season. But we will return to action. 3rd down and 7 for El Reno. Cook looks to throw. He'll throw the wheel route, and it will be incomplete, and it'll be 4th down and 7. And El Reno down 28 points will likely keep the offense on the field on Guthrie's side. Actually, that was 4th down. I apologize. That was 4th down. So El Reno will turn it over on downs. So 3:15 to go. Guthrie with 2 scores here in this 3rd quarter after leading 14-0 at halftime. Offense will come back on the field and certainly think they see if the Jays get the running game going here. They've had success running the football all season long and up 4 scores in the 3rd quarter. Only makes sense to work the clock and work on the running game. Elijah Smith will join the backfield with Dalen, and El Reno will take a timeout. We will do the same thing. 3:15 to go. Do we need a timeout? Keep it here, Ronnie? Okay, we need to take a timeout. This Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
You spoke. Chuck Hall listened. In the state Senate, Chuck Hall is delivering real conservative results. He cuts taxes, invested in our schools, and passed the toughest anti-illegal immigration law in the nation. Standing shoulder to shoulder with President Trump, Chuck Hall defends Oklahoma values: faith, freedom, family, and our way of life. Senator Chuck Hall, your voice, your values, your conservative fighter.
28-0. First down and 10 for the Blue Jays. Elijah Smith in the backfield with Dalen Rice. Dalen will throw. A little bubble screen caught by Amari. Out to the 45, midfield, and down at the 45-yard line. Coach Mick, why did El Reno take that timeout?
Well, let's see here.
We're working on it here.
So the reason they took that timeout is because you got 12 guys on the field. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The 12th guy's right there.
Coach,
there's a little bitty guy wearing number 4 in there that I don't know if he's supposed to be in there or not.
Coach, you can't do that.
Well, you can.
Well, I mean, you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Back to action. Blue Jays on the ground again after getting to the 45-yard line.
It is absolutely frowned upon.
It's frowned upon.
But you know what? I saw McGinnis do it one year, and Carl Albert at the very end of the game had 12 guys on offense and got a first down to ice the game, and nobody caught it. They had 12 guys on the field.
Brings up second down for Blue Jays.
Ball at the 39-yard line. Second down and 4.
Nice.
There's Darion Whitehorn. Cuts it to the outside. He's gone. 39-yard touchdown run for Darion Whitehorn.
Boy, he is running motivated tonight.
Now, that's a good wrinkle right there by Coach Rice, just putting a little wildcat formation, spreading people out, but still having a tight end in the game give you a run threat, run formation threat, and you see what the result was.
Stride Wellness Lounge PAT upcoming. Snap, hold, kick. On to Harrison Avenue, it's good. Blue Jays now increasing that lead 35-0. Take another timeout. Blue Jay football brought to you by F&M Bank.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years.
I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
Third score in this third quarter. Guthrie has opened it up 35-0. S&T Oilfield Services kickoff coming up. This was a 14-0 game at halftime, and Coach Mick talked about it, and Phil and I, we've talked about it for decades. Boy, we've been doing this for a long time.
Yep.
Of the halftime adjustments we've seen over the years.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Scotty, coach, was a big part of those adjustments for many years, winning those 4 state titles here with Scotty as offensive coordinator. And I think there's just this staff does a great job making those adjustments on the fly.
12-yard return for the Indians. They'll take over at the 31-yard line as we take a look at Darion Whitehorn. 62-yard drive, just 3 plays. This one was a big chunk of it, 39 yards. Darion in that Wildcat. That is your John Vance Motor scoring summary on our Integrity Heat and Air replay.
Yeah, great job there. You know, we've seen him do that so many times over his junior high career and his freshman year, and been primarily used up until this season on the defensive side of the ball. But he's a weapon at tailback, no doubt.
Yeah, he'll be a much-needed offensive player next year. Him and Carlock, I certainly think him and Rice would be a big part of the offense next year. As 27, as a flag thrown in the middle of the offensive line.
Get a chop block.
As 27, Grant First went to the right side, ran with the sophomore.
Flag on the play.
Coach Mick says this one's going back, engaged on top and bottom. See if the white hat touches his knees, behind his knees. Coach Mick's going to be right if he does that. Personal foul. Here it comes. There it is. Oh, he gave the, there it is. 2 penalties on the play, so.
They called chop block on the defense?
That's why, yeah.
We must have cut the counter. Some referees frown upon that.
Got caught.
I would say the next time they run counter, we'll do it again and see if he'll throw it again.
Was there another flag down? As we check another look at that chop block. I think they're trying to maybe get the right spot.
Should be 1st and 10 from the original line of scrimmage.
Which would be the 32. That's checked there. The officials on the far side talking to the coaching staff. Real quickly, South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update for Class 5A football. Coweta looking to stay unbeaten. They lead Shawnee by 10, 24-14. That in the fourth quarter. Collinsville has come back and taken a lead over Tahlequah, 21-17. Lott MacArthur taking to Duncan by 24 points, 37-13. Other score reporting Pryor taking it to Claremore, 44-14, and two teams that are undefeated. Pryor number 3 in Class 5A football with the latest high school huddle rankings. Last night, Booker T. Washington, after suffering a loss to Shawnee last week, take their frustration out on Bishop Kelly last night by a score of 42-14. Altus taking it to John Marshall, 43-8. Carl Everett shutting out Noble, 56-0. That in the fourth quarter. Those scores brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. Back to action here. This is Grayson trying to get that edge. As I mentioned a couple times, Coach Mick watched the game film, and he's headed to the house or 25, 30 yards in the past, but Guthrie's done a good job.
Yeah, they've done a real good job of hemming him up at the edge, and he's gotten his shoulders turned a couple of times out there, but it's only been for 3 or 4 yard gains. And so the defense has done a really, really nice job of pursuing him inside out and using the sideline as the 12th defender, keeping him going sideways.
Just a 1 yard pickup. He ran a lot more than that, but only 1 yard positive yard. Second down and 9, less than 2 minutes to play here in quarter number 3 here on a Friday night inside Jelsma. Senior night in 2 weeks. Cook rolls out, throws it, and broken up nicely with the hit. I think was that Rowan and pass coverage.
I think they're very fortunate that 27 for El Reno got his hands on the ball, because I'm not real sure that was to him, and if it wasn't, 2 is sitting right behind that, ready to pick that off and house it.
It definitely was Rowan who jarred that ball loose with the hit. Rowan, the junior linebacker, next to his senior counterpart, Kellen Herzl, doing a good job this season.
Yeah. I think Rowan probably enjoyed that a little more because that was on 27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rowan, a junior, he'll be back. He'll be a big part of that Blue Jay defense next season.
Yeah, good football player.
Third down 9. Between the tackles, and not much, still not down, but forward progress will make it at the 35, a 2 yard pickup. And it's going to be 4th down and likely punting time for El Reno. Kenny Davis and Chris Baker on the chain gain across the way. Kenny in the blue Guthrie blue shirt there. Chris Baker next to him on the left. And who's the other member of the chain crew tonight? Gary Poupard, the legend.
How long's that crew been doing
77 years.
77 years.
Well, next
week. They started 5 years before we did.
4th down, 7. Here's the punt. Here we go. Carlock around the 36-yard line. And he will get out near the 45, 46-yard line.
45-yard line. Blue Jays take over 1st and 10.
Ball marked at the positive 46-yard line for the Blue Jays in El Reno territory. Got a good officiating crew tonight. We might be able to pull them up here. We gave them props earlier, but doing a really great job tonight here inside Jelsma Stadium. There you see the officials and doing a great job of trying to keep this one clean as possible.
State championship crew.
Absolutely. 1st down and 10. Guthrie, maybe one play here in this quarter. We'll see how quickly this ball is spotted.
Well, he ran the ball. Sorry, Chris. He ran the ball like that was Payne. Looked like Payne to me, the way he ran the ball. I didn't catch a number, but
it was Payne, number 18.
Yeah.
And Guthrie will indeed have to snap the football here.
We talk about all the different weapons at running back, and Payne's one of them. This kid runs really hard. He's a hard runner, Scotty, more of a power kid, going to go north and south on you. Does a really good job.
Yeah, he's going to make one move and hit the hole.
Yep.
That's it.
And he's a sophomore, so he'll be called upon a whole lot more next year. Second down 6. Dalen will be down at the 42-yard line. No pickup. And that'll be the final play of the third quarter. We come back, it'll be third down for the Blue Jays, who had 3 touchdowns in that third quarter. Good quarter for the Jays. They lead at 35-0. Come back, fourth quarter action. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Companion Healthcare is a top provider of home health, hospice, and private home care services in Oklahoma. If you've experienced an injury, illness, or hospital stay, then Companion Home Health can help you in your recovery with skilled nursing care and rehab therapies. The Companion Hospice team provides gentle care for the patient and meaningful support for the whole family. They are a Guthrie family-owned business with years of experience and trust caring for the people in our own community. Loyal supporters of Guthrie Bluejay Sports.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Jelsma Stadium here in Guthrie, Oklahoma, along with Wager Silvis, Lance Evans, and Justin Seabolt. Connor Phillips, Ronnie Phillips, Sean Silvis, Coach Scott Mick, Phil Nichols, I'm Chris Evans. We get set for fourth quarter action. The Blue Jays on top of El Reno, 35-0. The Guthrie Blue Jays going for the 5th consecutive win. El Reno with 4 consecutive losses at this time. Pass caught. Thomas, there he is. And he goes across the 30-yard line.
It's good to see Guthrie working on a short passing game. It's going to come in handy in the future.
Yep.
Catch the ball, get it out, throw and catch, do it in live action in a game, and work on some things that you're going to need here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's a 14-yard pickup for Zane Thomas. Blue Jays with the first down.
Athletes in space, Chris. Athletes in space.
Hard to tackle, I know that.
Yep.
In fact, it's a big credit to the defender who makes an open field tackle because it's so hard.
Yeah.
14-yard reception. Jays to the running game. That's Payne as he gets to the 25-yard line. Pick up a 3. Real quickly, some 681 scores brought to you by South Point Baptist Church.
Another one down.
Real quickly, Union taking it to Norman North in a shocker, 30-7. Union only one victory this year. Ed Memorial taking it to UConn, 27-7. Norman over Coach Scott Mick's Enid Plainsman, 56-14. Coach.
You scored 14.
Scored 14. That was my exact first thought.
Yeah, good job.
That was my exact first thought. Broken Arrow leads Edmond Santa Fe 31-14. Jinx in a good one over Mustang right now, 41-34. That is a 3-star running back against a 4-star quarterback. Dalen pitches it across the middle. It's caught. It's down inside near the 10-yard line.
It's Maddox.
Yeah, that's Maddox Vaughn with another great reception.
Yeah,
He's had a good night.
That ball was behind Maddox. Did a good job going back there and getting it. Good job by Maddox.
17-yard pickup.
I always liked having baseball players as receivers.
Yeah.
Because they know how to adjust to a ball in the air.
Yep.
You know?
Right here, you'll see it just behind him. Great job.
Chops his feet just enough to slow his body down and reach back and grab it. It's a good play right there by Maddox.
Maddox had a heck of a ball game.
Certainly has. Here's an option play. Dalen will keep this one, and he'll stay on. Trying to get some help from his offensive lineman. Sir William Morgan, did he get the assist? No, down at the 1. Second and goal. Watch 58, Sir William Morgan. Come here, teammate. I'll help you, QB1. Close.
I feel like he's laying halfway in the end zone.
Yeah.
And he was down before the ball crossed.
Next play, guys.
Next play, replay. Off. There we go. And I
don't think so.
You know what? I hope he doesn't get it because we didn't have it on our camera. So that, oh boy, Justin.
What are we doing?
Justin.
What are we doing?
Brings up 3rd and goal for the Blue Jays.
All right, here we go. 3rd and goal. Mason Russell comes in on offense. Elijah Smith comes in. Kellen Herzl comes in. Pena comes in. 71 comes in. That's Hayden Clymer. 3rd and goal. Elijah, delayed snap. But he gets in. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Elijah, last week's North Church player of the game, gets into the end zone for the first time tonight.
It wasn't pretty, but it was effective.
We got her done, Scotty.
Yes.
Got it in there at the end. Well, Elijah, what a nice kid he is, too. I enjoyed his interview. I think I liked about last week when he was being interviewed for the North Church player of the game was he named every one of his linemen and receivers that were blocking downfield for him. You guys remember that?
Hell yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Strive Wellness Lounge PAT. Is this the first one on this side of the field tonight?
I think it is.
Snap, hold, kick. Will it reach the baseball diamond? It is up and good. We are commercial free the rest of the way. There's the light show for you. Guthrie increasing their lead now 42-0.
Chris, let me hop down to A1 real quick in a South Point Baptist Church scoring update. Pawhuska, undefeated Pawhuska, getting absolutely shelled right now, 32-8 by Tonkawa. That's A1 action. Crescent just down the road here. Fairview's having their way with them, 49-14. And Cashin is trailing Hooker. That's a two top 5 matchup teams there. Hooker's up 28-20 right now, going in the 4th.
That's a 4-hour and 15-minute drive for the Cashin Wildcats. If you're like, where's Hooker, Oklahoma? That is north of Guyman. Guthrie fans know about that drive to Guyman. Cashin has to go north of Guyman, along with being.
So then you're saying it's northwest of Slapout.
That's correct.
Yeah, and just south of Liberal.
Real
That's
quick,
beautiful country out there, Phil.
Yeah,
beautiful country.
Gorgeous.
One of the John Benz morning scoring summary after this S&T Oilfield Services kickoff.
Coaches at Panhandle State used to say, come out to Panhandle State and Goodwill. There's a pretty girl behind every tree.
17 trees?
I don't know.
Not a one.
I don't know if there's 17 trees.
I went on the high end.
That's good.
You know, as we get ready for this S&T Oilfield Services, we're talking about Creed, the kicker, missing that 39-yard try. During halftime, he nailed it. Bounce at 15, pick up at the 10. Here's the return. Out across the 20 to the 23-yard line. John Vance Motor scoring summary. Jay's going a 7-play, 46-yard drive. A little under 4 minutes as Guthrie scores for the 6th time tonight. That is your John Vance Motors scoring summary.
Ball spotted right at the 3-yard line.
Reno will set up camp at their own 23-yard line. 8:54 to go in this one. Stay tuned. Terra Insure Group post-game show. We'll hear from our North Church player of the game. Also, we'll have our interview with head coach Kelly Beebe. El Reno, no pickup. First down.
Chris, you're in 4A action. Your Tuttle team, you're high on Tuttle. You're very high on Tuttle. Playing Bethany this week. 69-0 Tuttle. They're good.
And I may be mistaken on this, but one of their better players, I don't even think is playing this week. I think he's got a high ankle sprain.
Timeout taken. We'll keep it here. We are commercial free. The rest of the way here. Yeah.
Are they going to win it?
Yeah, so Tuttle and
Elgin
won the state championship last year. Elgin won it 29-22.
Elgin graduated a bunch, didn't they?
Couple good offensive linemen. Also graduated their quarterback. But they still have a good focus in Ritson Meyer. He's a running back and also the linebacker. His brother, Kason Meyer, has done a good job. They got a junior quarterback that has been has done a good job in replacing Tress Lors. So it looks like a collision course for Tuttle and Elgin, but I got to tell you, Salisal is a good 4A program.
The Black Diamonds.
The Black Diamonds. Also,
great mascot.
4A4. I mean, 4A4, you got Salisal, Broken Bow, Ada, and Poto. And, Hilldale's not too bad as well. Stillwell's okay as well. But
Coach Hayes.
Yeah, exactly
Poto.
right. The Ada Cougars might be a team that a lot of people – Ada's been good last couple of seasons, like really, really elite. It's just been Tuttle and Elgin have been even better.
Well, and Ada's in the dogfight tonight with that great Hilldale team just winning by 3, 34-31.
Yeah, and Hilldale likely won't make the playoffs. That's how good 4A4, which is the best district in the state, that play out to the 25. But, yeah.
It's a great tackle right there by Skylar Scammon.
Sure was.
Another couple of good 4A teams, Chris. Grove and Fort Gibson, they've got a good one going 29-22. Showing 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Grove up on that right
now. In Fort Gibson, Cooper Hackett is a top 10 offensive. He's a junior. He's in the top 10 offensive linemen in the nation. Only a junior. Burton Venables in the bye week was there a couple weeks ago taking in that lineman. So we'll see where he lines up. He still has time as a flag is thrown here. 4 or 5 Blue Jays in on that tackle. We'll check the penalty.
I think they're going to get us for cutting the counter again.
Well, they also threw a flag.
Is there 2?
Well, there's some extra action going on. Now,
I saw that at the very end.
Yeah, I don't know if they got that or not, but
they definitely got this chop block.
Yeah.
Charging. Oh, no.
See it
so
here.
Right there, 26, when he goes low on the counter, that's what they're getting him on.
Right.
You got to explode that inside hip, and he's just getting a little bit below the hip right there. But when you're, I don't know how big Gabe is, 5'11", 175-pound sophomore.
Boy, that looked like the El Reno defender went down.
That's just one of those protection things.
I know it looked like it, but it looked like the El Reno lineman.
What's a little guy supposed to do,
Yeah.
Scott?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you know,
Look
you
at that one
stand
more
there and
time.
let
Incomplete pass.
let a big giant run you over. You're 5'11", 175-pound sophomore.
I got to defend my Blue Jay. I got to defend my Blue. Look, that's shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, I don't.
If
see
that's
that
if that's the one, maybe it was somewhere other. Maybe I don't
Then
know.
he sees him, gives
No,
him the
I
business
think,
after.
I think that's what they're called. Now, I'm not saying I agree with it, but I think they flagged it earlier.
Yeah, that's
so
what they're called.
They're paying
Yeah.
attention to it.
Yeah.
One of those safety things.
Trying to help out my D lineman. Second down. Pass incomplete. Would have been there for a nice gain.
What that tells you to do, if you don't want your guards cut, stop pulling them.
Yeah.
That's what we always. I mean, that's what I always did. If I had a guard come over and go, Coach, every time we run counter, they're cutting me.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to run counter anymore. we're gonna run something else. We'll run tackle trap. We'll run the dart, and we'll that way I don't have an offensive lineman getting his legs cut out from under him every time.
Third down and 10 for the Indians. And he just in front of the 49-yard line for the first down. Won't get it here on third down. We'll see what they want to do on fourth down. A reminder, Guthrie football on the road next week on Thursday night when they take on the Western Heights Jets. If we can pull that next game graphic up on the bottom there. Next Thursday night, if you're making the trip to Oklahoma City, we'll be there as the Jays take on the Jets. 7 o'clock kickoff. Our pregame will begin at 6:30. Fall break. That's why it's on Thursday next week.
We get Friday off? Do we get Friday off?
To be determined. We'll see how you play this week in practice.
Practice?
Yeah, you missed the last 3 weeks.
Shows.
Flag picked up. Punt formation. Quincy Jones, the senior punter. Good snap. High punt, and here we go with Carlock at the 30. Spins. Yeah, it's never the first guy. Or the second, or the third, or the fourth. He's at midfield, forward boundary, and a flag thrown away from the ball. Carlock stays on his feet, stays in bounds somehow, And he's into
Big-
the end zone,
big
but we
34.
will have to check the flag down, and Sean Silva saw it happen. Yeah, Carlock, he's feeling good right now. 70-yard kick return, punt return, but yeah.
Big number 34.
Yeah, Carlock.
Wait, the Carlock brothers?
Yeah, that's not going to be he's not going to be tucking me in bed tonight.
Well,
He's not going to be happy at home with you.
Better be careful what he says to big brother, though.
He ain't sharing the SpaghettiOs tonight with him.
I think he saw a white jersey and he hit it, and by the time he realized what he'd done, he was already over.
Yeah, Sean, you saw it too. You're right on top of it. So, Guthrie will be backed up to the 39-yard line. I guess Carlock gets those. Does he get credit for 9 yards? What is it on the return? He got it at the 30. It's at the 39.
I would say so.
You get those 9 yards.
You're always worried about people's stats. That's one thing I've noticed.
I'm not worried. I was just asking. I would think he would get credit for that.
He's a baseball guy, Phil.
That's true, Sean.
Thank you, Sean. I like good teammates. New quarterback. A whole lot of brand new players in for Guthrie. Jason McBride, quarterback at number 49.
A receiver, you got 81, Braylon Chandler.
44 in.
Quadri Muhammad, the running back, number 20 is in the ball game.
Don't have a name on 86.
Neither do I. Here's Muhammad. Breaks the tackle. Next guys are going to get him, though. Quickly, third down as we hit 5.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Stay tuned. Terry and Sugar Postgame Show. We'll have game highlights brought to you by Companion Health. We'll get you an update on some of these games that are starting to come close to finals across the state. We'll have a full scoreboard show for you. Kelly Beebe will join us, as well as our North Church Player of the Game. Sean Silvas will have those interviews for you here in a little bit.
Number 86, Dimitri Thomas.
Thank you. Bixby Spartans tonight only scored 64 points. Give up 7.
God, they're falling apart.
Play here. Back to the line of scrimmage. Reno pinning their ears back. They know what's coming. Easy to do that. And Guthrie's going to punt the football away.
Scotty, you remember that great run in 07 against these El Reno folks out at El Reno.
Yep.
El Reno scored, and you would have thought our crowd, I mean, the gasp in the crowd, because that was that year that just didn't give up any points.
No, they gave up 80, I think 87
for
on
the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
It scored 600 and some.
Yeah, arguably that
768.
Yeah.
Was it 768?
Yeah, it was at the time it was
National
the state.
yeah.
It was the state record.
Yeah, that Guthrie team. Nice punt here by Rice. That 07 Guthrie team, arguably, people who have watched a lot of high school football over the years say that is a top 10 season, regardless of class
of all time.
Of all time. I think you got to throw in Carl Albert's team last year in that conversation as well in the top 10. The one that really probably takes the cake of all of it was the Jinx team that had Rocky Kalmus. That team was loaded as well. So to be included in that top 10 ever for one season, right. Guthrie's in that conversation.
Unbelievable.
And what's crazy about that year, we scored 768 points as a team. It wasn't just an offensive. I mean, that was the total amount of points scored that year.
Special teams.
Our special teams and defense scored more points that year than our opponents.
Like J-Bo, Hensley, and Israel Esco on special teams. And, you know, Kai and all them. There's a flag.
Well, and then you had about 5 different kids, 5 or 6 different kids that could return punts and kickoffs.
Well, the 4-string running back.
Ashton Morgan.
Ashton Morgan,
he ran for like 900 yards.
Yes, 4-string.
And had like 15 touchdowns.
You get a shot of this, Ronnie. This is cool. Had an El Reno kid come down with a cramp. Carpenter immediately goes over and stretches his leg for him.
Yeah.
I love that.
Clay Carpenter's a great kid.
Great kid. I love that.
Despite his dad, I agree.
Well, he's overcame a lot. Oh, Johnny. Oh, yeah, that's
face mask.
That was a whole bunch of stuff you can't grab.
We had a bad thing on the right and a good thing on the left. Offset, can we offset that?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
El Reno back in Guthrie territory after the 15-yard penalty. El Reno lost last week to Carl Albert on the road 49-7. So let's quickly, we talk about Noble. They're about to lose their 5th straight ball game this season, but their next 4 games are going to be very capable of winning those games. They play Chickasha, Piedmont, Weatherford.
They'll have a hard time with Piedmont.
Yeah, in district play, they began with Altus, Carl Albert, and Guthrie. So their next few ball games with Western Heights, Joe Marshall, we'll get to here in just a second after this play. It will be very much manageable for these El Reno Indians. As play on the far side, be stopped. And we take a look at the El Reno, what's left of the El Reno season. They'll have Lawton next week at home and Joe Marshall at home. I think El Reno very capable of winning those ball games. On the road to Noble, that'd be a big ball game for them because El Reno and Noble is going to make the playoffs. So that 4 spot is on the line in week 9, and they finish up with Western Heights.
Yeah, I think they'll out physical Noble. Just
agree.
Watching them now, if it turns into a track meet, who knows?
Right.
But I think they're a more physical bunch than Noble, and I think they got a really good chance to hit that 4th spot out of the district.
El Reno will get the first down on that play there, but Guthrie about to win their 5th consecutive ball game. Their only setback, it seemed like it was 2 years ago at Tuttle, 38-13, and really wasn't even that close. But we've seen what Tuttle has done all season long, as Guthrie's actually kept Tuttle to the lowest point this season at 38. Cook trying to throw the football, goes downfield, and it's almost intercepted. Falls to the turf. Clayton Carpenter almost had the interception. El Reno's not turned the ball over. Guthrie's turned everybody over multiple times this season, but El Reno has taken care of the football. Going back to Tuttle, Guthrie gave up 38 points. I guess Newcastle did a pretty good job of holding the total to 35 points, but last 56 against Noble, 51 against Ardmore, 69 against Medill, and 69 points against Bethany tonight. Cruz Campbell, and I'll go ahead and say this. I've said it on the high school huddle. Tuttle has taken advantage of the last 2 years of all their transfers, move-ins. El Reno downfield. This one might be intercepted, and it is intercepted. Just go down with fumbles in the end zone. Got to pick that up. There you go. Clayton Carpenter, just go down, big buddy. Just go down. I know 100 yards looks really, really good, but it's not going to happen.
Well, I think what's going through Clayton's mind right there is I think he thought he caught the ball outside of the end zone and then went into the end zone.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So he's thinking, I got to get out of this end zone, or it's going to be a safety.
Yeah.
Well, I was just talking about.
I could be completely wrong.
Or he wanted to go 104 yards.
104
yards.
Yeah.
It's got to be a record.
I think he's going to go with what you went with Coach Mick. But hey, Guthrie gets the turnover again.
And secures the shutout.
Yes, secures a shutout. Minute 45 left in this one.
Chris,
I just want to say real quick, Tuttle's taking advantage of their move-ins transfers over the years.
Oh, no question. Chris, 6A2 action, defending champion Choctaw, 2-3 on the year. They're in a battle with Southmore, 29-26. They're up right now. That's a third quarter score.
According to my rankings, I have Southmore 4, Choctaw 5.
You do.
Choctaw with a 3-point lead, 29-26. Choctaw very, very athletic. Of course, I'll just be transparent here. Choctaw starting quarterback. Grew up in Guthrie Junior High, and then the stud linebacker. I mean, he's very athletic in Israel Hammonds. Coach Mick, I think you're on to something. They put the ball at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, I honestly thought that he caught the ball outside of the end zone.
I thought he caught it in the end zone.
So the referee said
he did.
He caught the ball at the 1, went into the end zone, then came out, fumbled it, and then back in. So,
no, that's right. Yeah, good job, Carp.
Okay, wow. So if he caught it at the 1, tackled it in the end zone.
Maybe The only thing I can think of is that there is a rule in NFHS rules where if you catch the ball at the 1 yard line and your momentum takes you into the end zone, but you don't bring it back out, you get the ball where you caught it.
That sounds so logical. Let's go with that.
I mean, that's the only thing that I could.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, if he caught at the 1, you go backwards and you get tackled.
Well, what I'm saying is he didn't.
Scott's explanation.
I don't think he intentionally tried to go backward. I think his momentum carried him that way.
In.
And so they're going to say he caught the ball at the 1 yard line. His momentum carried him in, and he never came out of the end zone. So, I mean, again, it could be. I mean, I could be completely wrong. I have no idea. I don't know what the rule is. I'm not a referee.
This is weird. This is weird to me. This is so weird. So if it was a safety, 42-2, it sounds like 42-2 is a worse score than 42-0. Just me? If it was 42-2, the 42-2 sounds worse than 42-0.
So like
It
in
does.
baseball,
I agree. I know, I see what
like
you're
in
saying.
baseball, if you got beat
Yeah.
26-0, you think 26-2 sounds worse?
Yes.
Okay.
I can actually get there with that.
Okay, I'm not the only one.
Well, I mean, I got problems, but I can get there with that.
You could be 42-2.
42-2.
That's terrible.
They feel sorry for you and give you 2 points?
2 extra points.
Perhaps the final play of this ball game.
Stay in bounds. Stay in bounds.
Of course, does not go. It's Elijah Smith. And we will have probably one more final snap. Got the first down.
Chris, Choctaw just scored to go up now 36-26.
All right, so it looks like we're going to have to move Choctaw above Southmore in this next week's rankings.
Well, guys, I was trying to get to the bottom of this dilemma, and the coaches are having the exact same conversation you guys are having, and no one really knows.
Yeah, it's got to be one of those crazy NFHS rules, that it's like, hey, this is, we're not going to punish the kid because his momentum took. It's the only thing I can think of. So I would say with the state crew, a crew that calls state championship games, that whatever they ruled is probably 100% accurate.
Well, and maybe they made a mistake. Phil's made 2 this year.
Well,
what? I knew about the 1.
You're only counting the 1. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm going.
not
With
going
that
that
snow
over.
cone stand, I'm going back to that.
That was not a mistake.
Blue Jays win a final score 42-0 to win their 5th game in a row. El Reno drops their 5th game in a row as well. Guthrie 5-1. El Reno falls to 1-5. Blue Jays shaking hands with El Reno at midfield. Coaches shaking hands as well. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it is the Terra Insure Group post-game show. We'll have Coach Kelly Beebe and tonight's North Church player of the game and a whole lot more. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
The rights to this broadcast have been granted by Guthrie Public Schools. Any rebroadcast or republication of the programming without the written consent of Guthrie Public Schools is strictly prohibited.
We welcome you inside Terra Insure Group post-game show. Blue Jays celebrate Pink Week with a 42-0 victory over the El Reno Indians. Guthrie 5-1 on the season, 5 consecutive victories. More importantly, they are 3-0 in district play. Coming up in a few moments, we'll talk with Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe. We will also take a look at the Companion Health game highlights. We'll also have our North Church player of the game, all coming up here inside the Terra Insure Group postgame show, 622 South Division Street. Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oaks, Blue Jay alums, Blue Jay supporters, and they have their business right here in Guthrie. Big thank you to TIGOK.com. Get all your quotes at TIGOK.com. All right, we are getting ready. Here in just a few moments, we'll have our player of the game, Sean Silvas, working on that right now. Guthrie had a 14-0 lead at halftime. Really turned it on in the third quarter with 3 scores. And Guthrie wins it. Again, final score 42-0 with a shutout. Coach Kelly Beebe was very happy with the shutout, as that is the first shutout of the season for the Blue Jays. They gave up 7 to Blanchard, 8 to John Marshall, 10 to Duncan, but 0 here tonight with the El Reno Indians. Blue Jays win it. Final score tonight, 42-0 over the El Reno Indians. The Guthrie Blue Jays improved to 5-1. Time now for our North Church player of the game. With that, let's go downstairs with Sean Silvas.
All right, guys, I am here with North Church player of the game, Jace Rainwater. Jace, it was a great game tonight. Been a great season so far. Really, your name's been on the list of player of the game all year. Finally tonight, 2 touchdowns. Just talk about the game.
It's a fun night. Got a big crowd. Pink Week. Got to do it for the awareness. Just it's a great night overall.
So this offense has really been explosive this season. A lot of passing, a lot of opportunities to open that field up so you can run. Talk about that offensive line, the pass plays now that's opening things up for you.
It's a great group of guys. It's fun to work with them. We work hard at practice. It's just fun getting better with them. It's fun.
All right, so bunch of home games this season so far. How great is it playing in front of this Guthrie crowd?
It's the best feeling. I'll remember this feeling forever. There's nothing going to beat it.
Now, I know you've got plenty of great memories to come. You got a lot of season left, but so far it's your senior season. What's the best memory Jace Rainwater has playing football out here?
That playoff run last year, that was fun. Those seniors, that was a great class. Every Mondays they put us a highlight video together, or just going crazy in the locker room. That was my best memory. It was a fun time.
You mentioned Peak Week. It's been an awesome week this year. Not having to go, or not this year, but this week, not having to go to school a whole lot. A lot of festivities that you guys really put on a good Peak Week. What's the best part of Pink Week for you?
Just the no class, just having fun, just having fun.
All right, well, congratulations, North Church player of the game, Jace Rainwater. Guys, we'll go back to you.
Truth will set you free, Jace Rainwater. Congratulations. Jace Rainwater, our North Church player of the game, had the first touchdown of the night on a 39-yard touchdown reception to give Guthrie a 7-0 lead. And then in that third quarter, he had hauled in a 15-yard touchdown reception to give Guthrie a 28-0 lead as the Blue Jays win it. Final score 42-0. Congratulations to Jace Rainwater, our North Church player of the game. All right, do we need to get a break now, Ronnie? Okay, let's take a timeout. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll set up shop with Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe. This is the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Countless people in the community that have been coming to Strive as clients are seeing real changes in their lives for the better.
We're all about getting to the root cause of your health issues. We're proactive instead of reactive. We have weight loss medications like semaglutide, tirzepatide, and lipomino skinny shots, IV hydration, infrared saunas, cold plunge, 4D massage chairs, and our newest technologies, the M-Cella chair for urinary incontinence and M-Sculpt Neo body contouring increases muscle by 25% and decreases fat by 30%. Check us out at strivewellnesslounge.com.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome inside the Terra Insure Group postgame show tonight. The Guthrie Bluejays take down the Reno Indians in a shutout, 42-0. Blue Jays have won 5 games in a row, improved their record to 5-1. Time now to join Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe. With that, let's go downstairs with Sean Silvas.
All right, guys, I am here live with head coach Kelly Beebe. And he's still coaching even when he's on there. Can't help it. All right, well, Coach, it's been a good start to this season as far as 3-0 now in district play. Just talk about the momentum that this team is building.
Well, first thing I want to talk about was the Pink Week night. Very important to myself, my staff, our players, and obviously the community, to try to help do our part for that event. Great crowd tonight. Sean and I were talking a second ago off the air. We've never played El Reno, regardless of their record, our record, when it wasn't a very tough physical ball game. And I told our boys all week, it's going to be hot, and they're going to show up, and they're going to play 4 quarters. And that's what we saw from them tonight.
Yeah, so it was a very defensive-heavy night, just a very physical game. But, boy, that offense in the second half really made some adjustments and came out and scored some more. Just talk about that offense and the adjustments you guys made.
Well, that'd be Coach Rice and his staff, Coach Sanders, Coach Young, and Coach McDonald. They kind of calmed the boys down. 54 was giving us fits up front, and 9's a good football player. I felt like, through attrition, we kind of wore some of their guys down offensively that played defense, and that kind of got them out of their double tight stuff. Early they were in 22 personnel and power counter stretch, and they needed their 2 tight ends to play defense, so that got them in more 20 personnel stuff, which was advantageous for us against the run game. But they got the boys settled down at halftime. Of course, it's 14-0, and they never really threatened to score, which we felt good about. And then they changed the pullers and some of their pin blocks and that kind of stuff, which I thought we threw and caught the ball really well all night.
So now it's 3 weeks into district play. How do you think that's shaken out, and how's Guthrie looking as far as the district play goes?
Well, all I know is we're on the road down at Western Heights next Thursday, and that's where our focus is. Altus, I assume they won tonight. Carl Albert, I assume they won. Don't know about Lawton. But all we can control is our next opponent and trying to get better. Need to find out what's going on with our nose guard. And we've got to clean up penalties. It's going to be a rough Monday. I know that.
All right, Coach, just last thing for me. I know you mentioned Peak Week earlier. That week is a lot of fun for the students, during school. We interviewed probably the game, Jace Rainwater. He said his favorite part was not going to class. How hard is that as a coach and staff? We come off homecoming a couple of weeks ago. We're back home again for Pink Week. Keeping these guys focused. They really played well tonight, under those circumstances. Just how do you guys keep them focused so they can come out here and play?
Yeah, it's one of those, it's a double-edged sword. I mean, the kids, the whole student body enjoys it. It's a great fundraiser. They have 3 days where basically 2nd through 6th hour they're involved in an activity, and it raises good money for the recipient. So that's good. As coaches, we always talk about routine. 2nd hour won't be here, 3rd hour won't be here. Those type of things. So those are all character builders. If you can go through a week like that and then come out and execute. 99% of the time, you got to feel pretty good about your kids and your assistant coaches and your coordinators.
All right, well, Coach, we'll let you get back to your family and your rest of your team. We appreciate your time tonight. Guys, we'll go back to you.
All right, thank you, Sean Silvas. Thank you, head coach Kelly Beebe. Just real quick, some district scores Coach Beebe was alluded to. Lawton beats Western Heights tonight 49-0. Altus beats John Marshall 57-22. Carl Albert beats Noble 56-7. And Guthrie beats El Reno tonight, 42-0. Those are your 4 district games in 5A2. Remember, the top 4 teams in the district qualify for the state playoffs. The top 2 teams get to host a playoff game, and the district winner gets to host 2 playoff games, assuming they win their first playoff game. So that's how district play works. A lot of people know about that, but that's just an update on how that works. We're going to take a time out here on the Terra Insure Group post-game show. We will work on some game highlights. As well, we'll take a look at some scores from around the state of Oklahoma here on the Terra Insure Group post-game show.
Founded in 2009, Terra Insure Group exists to serve the residents of Guthrie and the surrounding communities by delivering quality insurance coverage at the fairest possible rate. TIG isn't captive to one single carrier. The staff at Terra Insure Group, Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, Lisa Engel, Sarah Bowling, and Libby Wano, offer over 100 years of combined insurance experience. Call 405-293-4880 or visit them online at tigok.com.
Interbank is proud to stand behind every athlete, every team, and every fan this season. We're more than a bank. We're your neighbors, friends, and fans. Whether it's personal or business banking, Interbank is proud to help our neighbors achieve their financial goals every day. Located just blocks from the Rock. Come and see us at 224 East Oklahoma or call us at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Since 2002, S&T Oilfield Services has delivered trusted, family-owned expertise from Texas to Arkansas to Wyoming. With over 2 decades of experience, a spotless safety record, and certified professionals, we provide customized flowback solutions you can count on. From completion to production, we put reliability, safety, and your success first. Schedule service today at 580-799-4428 or visit satoilfieldservice.com. At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays!
Jelsma Stadium in the heart of downtown Guthrie. The Jays win at final score of 42-0. We welcome you inside the Terra Insure Group postgame show. TIGOK.com, 622 South Division Street, or phone call. That still works, 405-293-4880. Coming up here in a little bit, we'll have the companion of the game. There were plenty of them, offensively and defensively. But first, let's take a look at the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update. We mentioned the 5A2 district games. Let's go outside the 5A2 for a couple of scores here. Coweta at Shawnee, winning that game 38-14. Looks like Coweta will remain undefeated. Collinsville, only 1 loss on the season. It stays at 1 loss. They take down Tahlequah after trailing there for a little bit, but they win it by 12, 35-23. Battle of the Unbeatens in Claremore, Oklahoma. The Pryor Tigers take it to the Zebras, 51-20. One other score to report in 5A football. Actually, we'll go 2. Duncan hosting Lawton MacArthur, and a big rivalry there. MacArthur wins easily, 51-20. And last night, it was Booker T. Washington back in the win column, taking down the Comets of Bishop Kelly, 42-14.
Look at some 6A1 action, Chris. Mustang and Jinx, there's a good one going on. 7-point game, 3 minutes left, 55-48. Jinx up in that ball game. Union, 1-win Union, beats Norman North, 51-30 tonight, to get back in the win column. Broken Arrow over Edmond Santa Fe 38-20, and Owasso takes it to Westmore 52-7.
Some scores in A1 football. Number 1 ranked Rejoice Christian. No problems with the Razorbacks of Panama. I got to visit Panama this summer, but Rejoice Christian at home. The Eagles take down the Razorbacks 51-0. We might have a new number 2 team in A1 football. Tonkawa takes it to Pawhuska 32-8. Pawhuska's been scoring 30, 40, 50 points all season long, but the Buccaneers take down Pawhuska at home. We thought maybe the Cashin Wildcats would be bumping up that number 2 spot, but they trail Hooker right now in the 4th quarter up in western Oklahoma right now, 35-28. The Crescent Tigers taking on a very good Fairview Yellow Jacket program. They lose it tonight. Final score 49-22. And Pecola gets back in the win column over Holbert, 60-8. Those are some scores in A1 football.
6-2A action. Choctaw is going to that game's about a final. They're beating Southmore 43-26. Muskogee gets another win on the year over Bartlesville, 48-0. Sand Springs, see if I can get a score on that, beats Ponca City tonight 29-7 and Stillwater, of course, defeats Northwest Classen 63-0.
Real quickly in 4A football, one of the better games in 4A football, Grove at home. The Ridge Runners get back in the win column after losing to Cushing last week. They beat Fort Gibson 29-28 in what looks like a really, really good ball game over in eastern Oklahoma. And Jake Hayes, former Guthrie assistant coach, and the Poto Pirates take down Glenpool 28-17. Ada separates themselves from Hilldale 61-38.
Yeah, 3A action, Perkins Tryon beating Seminole, undefeated Seminole, 49-20. That is showing just starting the fourth quarter. They're up 29 in that ball game. That'd be a big win for Perkins Tryon. Good football team over there. And Sulphur wins 53-21 over Lone Grove.
Those are scores brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. We'll take our final timeout, come back. Highlights of the game brought to you by Companion Health. This is the Terry Insure Group postgame show.
At Hayes Funeral Home, we take great pride in caring for our families and community and have committed to providing you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. Honoring your loved one is our top priority, and part of that is assisting you to help deal with the grief during difficult times. Everyone's needs are different, and for that reason, families can entrust their loved one's wishes to our family. We have a wide range of resources to support you not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. Visit them online today at hayesfh.com.
Final thoughts from the stadium are ahead on the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
Need a garage door expert you can trust? Meet Paul Creed, Guthrie born and raised, and the owner of A-Team Overhead Door. With over 25 years of experience, Paul is Guthrie's go-to pro for garage door installation, service, and repair. From simple fixes to brand new installs, residential or commercial, the A-Team has you covered. Call 405-642-7065 or email ateamoverheaddoor@gmail.com. A-Team Overhead Door, the varsity choice for all your overhead door needs.
Founded in 2009, Terra Insure Group exists to serve the residents of Guthrie and the surrounding communities by delivering quality insurance coverage at the fairest possible rate. TIG isn't captive to one single carrier. The staff at Terra Insure Group, Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, Lisa Engel, Sarah Bowling, and Libby Wano, offer over 100 years of combined insurance experience. Call 405-293-4880 or visit them online at tigok.com.
Welcome back for the final time here tonight inside Jelsma Stadium. Blue Jays win at 42-0, had a halftime lead of 14-0. 3 scores in the third quarter separated this one. Jace Rainwater, our North Church player of the game. Here are the highlights brought to you by Companion Health. There is Jace Rainwater, 39-yard touchdown reception. Guthrie led at 7-0, 7:36 play in the first quarter. Dalen Rice into the end zone, back of the end zone. It's Maddox Vaughn. Guthrie on top 14-0. That was a 10-play, 67-yard drive. Well, we saw a lot of this last week. Zane Thomas with the first score in the third quarter, 52-yard touchdown run. Give Guthrie a 21-0 lead. 10:09 to play in the third quarter. Back to Jace Rainwater. Great pass. There's a cheerleaders, the student section. The Guthrie flags coming out. 28-0 with that 15-yard touchdown reception. Guthrie goes to Darion Whitehorn in the Wildcat. He goes on a 39-yard jaunt as the Blue Jays take a 3-play, 62-yard drive, make it 35-0. And then the final score right here on the goal line is a little awkward, but it gets in there. Elijah Smith with a 1-yard touchdown run as Guthrie wins at 42-0 and got to end it on the defensive play. Interception at the 1, goes into the end zone, and he's tackled, loses the ball. Looks like it's going to be a safety because he doesn't get out. We'll talk about that here in just a few moments. They did put the ball at the 1-yard line, and those are your highlights brought to you by Companion Health, a great service here in Guthrie. Got some other locations around the state of Oklahoma. Big thank you to the Chapel family. Companion Health highlights of the game. So, Coach Mick, you did a little bit of homework. It was intercepted at the 1, and Clayton has a great interception. He loses the football in the end zone, picks it up, and gets tackled there. And we thought, well, is that a safety? And then you came out and said, maybe that's an NFHS rule. There's so many weird, quirky NFHS rules, but you did a little homework.
I did. So the NFHS rule is if a defensive player intercepts a pass between their own 5-yard line and the goal line, which he did, caught the ball at the 1, and their momentum carries them into the end zone, which it did, the ball is spotted at the spot of the interception, which would have been the 1-yard line. This is a momentum exception rule in NFHS football, which prevents a touchback and awards the ball to the defense at the point where possession was gained.
Well, we said they're a state championship crew. They got it right.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, and I guarantee they've ran into that before.
Yeah,
and that's why they know that rule.
Yeah,
because you know that in baseball. I mean, baseball's got the goofiest, craziest.
Absolutely.
Like if it's weird and it can happen in baseball, it happens. Well, you get a good umpire crew. They've seen that weird rule that nobody else knows, and they go, "This is what happened. This is what we're doing," and that's kind of what happened here.
I can't. Yeah, you guys nailed it perfectly. I just want to highlight the official. I mean, to know that rule. I mean, how many times do you ever see that rule come up? It's the first time I remember ever seeing it.
And that's not necessarily the rule in Texas high school football,
Correct.
or NCAA or the NFL. I mean, that's a specific NFHS rule which Oklahoma goes by.
Blue Jays win it. Final score 42-0. Guys, your final thoughts here as we exit stage left. Back on the road next week. We'll talk about that here in a second. But Guthrie gets their first shutout. And, they've now won 5 games in a row, and they've been dominant in those 5 games.
Yeah, I think from my perspective, I think it's been an improvement every week in different aspects of the game. Special teams a few weeks ago was a little sloppy. Weren't playing bad, but they weren't as clean as you'd want to see them. They've cleaned that up. Special teams doing great. Of course, you always worry about anytime you lose a guy that's as important as our nose guard. Help me out, guys. Just went completely blank. Gamble. You want to see him get healthy. Hopefully we'll know more earlier part of next week. But overall, I think the Blue Jays are doing what they need to do, getting better, throwing the ball well, running the ball well, playing great defense, great special teams. So overall, I think if you're a Blue Jay fan, you got to be pretty happy.
Coach?
Yeah, Phil nailed it. I mean, what you want is you want improvement every week. And these guys have come out and they've improved. Even in games that have been lopsided, they've done things that, last week, it may have been this, that we didn't do very well. Well, let's fix it. And they're doing a good job of doing that. Coach is doing a good job coaching the kids. Kids are staying positive. And, they got a lot to be happy about. And I know Coach Beebe, and I know he's going to say we're looking at Guyman, or we're looking at Western Heights.
Right.
They're focused on Altus.
No doubt.
Altus
is a good ball club.
Altus is a good football team.
Yeah.
I watched him on film play El Reno this week. As I was kind of watching some game film, just kind of see what they had, just so I, kind of knew. And they could throw the football, and they throw the football quickly, and they are tough to tackle in space.
And that's exactly what Tuttle is.
Yeah. So they got a receiver. I don't know what his name is.
Number
but where's
6.
number 6?
Yep.
And this cat is he's not a very big guy, but he catches a lot of 5-yard hitch routes that go 58 yards in a hurry.
Yeah.
He makes one juke move, and so I think Coach will he'll have kids ready to go, and I think that'll be a good game. But I know you got to take care of Western Heights first.
Absolutely,
you got to take care of Western Heights first. But
real quickly on Altus, that quarterback you're watching, he's a freshman, and that's the head coach's son, Jamin Reed.
Yeah,
he's a freshman.
He throws the ball well, and he gets it out of his hand quickly.
Certainly does. That's in a couple weeks. That'll be the next home game, senior night. So it's not just your normal senior night. It will be a highly contested ball game as the Altus Bulldogs have gotten better over the years as Coach Reed has come back. It's the 10 years ago this season, it was the Altus Bulldogs winning the state championship. Unfortunately, Guthrie had to make the first-round trip out there.
And the crazy thing is 10 years ago they were running the flex bone.
Correct.
I mean, completely different.
I think
offense.
the second year,
same offensive coach, completely different offense.
Second year being the new offense.
Does a good job of fitting his kids to what they do.
Yeah,
what they're good at, and they're playing pretty well right now. That'll be a good ball game.
It will, no doubt about that. That's 2 weeks here inside Jelsma Stadium for senior night. Our next ball game will be next Thursday night. Real quickly, Sean, you've made your way back up here from the field level. Your thoughts on this ball game as you got to see it up close and personal?
Yeah, just up close and personal. And Coach talked a lot about the adjustments. I think I was most impressed with the second half adjustments.
Yes.
As a coach myself, I like to pay attention to details. The details matter. A lot of times guys will look for something, they'll try to change too much, and a lot of times it's something super simple. It's one player, it's one position, something like that. But they came back out in that second half and really just dominated that game like they did the first half, like the first quarter of that first half. So really impressed with that. And one thing I'll say, man, this we talked about it last week, but the student section in Guthrie is the best one that I have seen so far this year.
We've talked about that before, Sean. We've had some, I don't want to call them out, we've had some poor student sections compared to others in the years past. Not this year.
I mean, there were pink bodies down there, not just T-shirts, and pink dust everywhere. I mean, I think the Rock is pink right now. Those kids are having a lot of fun supporting this football team, and it's just when you're down there, that environment, it's a lot of fun, and I'm sure the players enjoy that as well.
Absolutely. Sean, appreciate you. As always, we'll talk to you next Thursday night. Next Thursday night, Blue Jays on the road on Thursday. Mark it down on your calendars. Thursday, it will be the Jays taking on Western Heights. Guthrie be heavy favorites in that one. Our pregame show will be at 6:30. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. Go out into OKC. If not, we'll be right here on GNP TV with our pregame show beginning at 6:30. Final score for the final time tonight. But before we get to that, a reminder of the high school huddle on every Wednesday night. Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, and myself, we talk everything in 11-man football on and off the field. We'll have baseball state championships, softball state championships. We'll talk about the really cool thing about this show is you can put your comments in there, and we'll talk about whatever you want. Well, mostly whatever you want to talk about. I can't guarantee everything exactly. But that begins at 6 o'clock, and you can always watch the replay, but we do ask you, you subscribe and like to Guthrie News page. Do the same thing at the high school huddle. We certainly appreciate that as we try to build that show up. We started at 0, and we're working our way up with the news show at high school huddle. Appreciate you if you do that. Final score for the final time tonight inside Jelsma Stadium. The Blue Jays win their 5th consecutive ball game as they improve to 5-1 overall. El Reno falls to 1-5, but they'll have a good chance in the final 4 games of the season. Jays win it 42-0. Big thank you to Aaron Ryburn doing all of our social media once again this year and keeping everyone alerted on social media. Big thank you to our camera crew, Wager Silvis, Justin Seabolt, and Lance Evans for their great work tonight. Our producer, Connor Phillips. Once again, our executive director is Ronnie Phillips. And for Sean Silvis, Phil Nichols, the coach, Scott Mick, I'm Chris Evans. We'll talk to you 1 week from tonight as the Jays take on 1 week from yesterday on Thursday as the Jays take on the Western Heights Jets. Until then, have a great weekend. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Guthrie Blue Jay football is brought to you by Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, and you. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. North Church Guthrie, you matter. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Senator Chuck Hall, taking care of the people's business. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. S&T Oilfield Services, Joshua 2415. Integrity Heat and Air, we work with integrity. Strive Wellness Lounge, health therapy. Companion Healthcare, home health. Guthrie Blue Jay football is also brought to you by Interbank, A-Team Overhead Door, Red River Roofing, Guthrie Tag Agency, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic I-35 and Highway 33, Mosquito and Pest Authority, Reese Appliance Repair, Exxon, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma. You've been watching Guthrie Blue Jay football, home of the 4-time state champions. Until next time, go Blue Jays!